doing by, whoops, almost pulled the microphone out. Good start to the stream. I'm just going to click here, my laptop that's over there, because that's about the best I can see it, and then click on that, because then this will let me see what's going on. Because if I don't click on that, I can't see any of the chat, because reasons. But there is a Steam engine out, so hello to everybody who's joined us. Just load the video. It's not hard. Just load the video. Damnation. Click. There we go. With you now. Have managed to load the video. Success. Right, can everybody hear me and everything like that working? Because if so, wonderful. If not, problems. But I will figure it out in a second. Hello everybody. Great. Good, it works. Cool. Top chat. All chat. And what I want to do is to get you to pop out, please. Sorry guys, just aside. Pop out chat. There we go. Everything's up to speed now. So you may or may not have noticed that I've got the Steam engine back today. So we've got the thingy thing, Steam engine. We can see and hear you. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is a positive start then. And I'm going to snap that to there. And snap you to the other side. Snap. Thank you. Cool. So we've got the Willis going back out again. I do have some solid fuel for this, so it's a positive start. I'll just adjust the camera slightly. And so we can see Hello Willisco. You may be able to see in the background there is the Reston 48. And there's some other boxes of things there like that as well. I'll just put that one there so you can see it. I'll turn this off for now. And we'll make a start on getting this thing ready, because hopefully I've got everything I need to get it ready. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. So, hi. So, yeah, having started this as a kind of a theme of doing a live Steam, oh God, he says, if I can get that safety valve undone, that'd be great. Oh, you have a Peckett in it? Yes, yes, I've got a centre Peckett. Oh my! I'm going to need a tool. Like, now, you shouldn't need to do this on a safety valve, ever. But today is I need to do this on a safety valve. Because I cannot, for the life of me, there we go, get that to free off. There we go. Crisis momentarily avoided anyway. Yes, Lewis, these are, or Louis, these are similar to the Mamods, only they're better. So, so yes. Right, the most important thing we do with one of these is always just pop your safety valve. You see what I'm doing here? Just making sure that this is free and it hasn't seized itself up, because if it has seized itself up, then there's bad times and stuff goes wrong. Chuck that into there. Chuck the funnel into there, and then if I bend down here up, and reappear, I've got a kettle. Now I'm going to be honest, I've put this at a position that makes it good for you guys to be able to view it. It doesn't make it very good for me to do. Oh God, yeah, I have not done this in a clever way, but I need another funnel to go from the kettle to the loco. But we'll work with this. This is a very difficult angle, guys, okay? Difficult angles. It is very clever that it's got the chimney that works as a funnel to go to the funnel. Hello from America. So, hello. Whether it's type 2 or it doesn't matter. No, it's just I couldn't do it with my fingers, and I didn't know if I got a pair of pliers here. Because if not, that would have been a rather boring stream, wouldn't it? Hello, everybody. I can't do what I want to do today because I'm an idiot. Would basically been how this went. Is the right colour? Yeah, it's very nice. Am I going to run the Mamod? Nope. I've got the Willisco out, and I'm going to run the Willisco because A, I like the Willisco a lot, and also I've only got solid fuel with me today. So yes. Greetings from Cornwall. Check the engine outside. Pull the water outside. Yeah, but I've got what you can just see there is it's a shiny thing, and it's a shiny tray that I've got it sat in. So it doesn't make a mess. It's going to be great. This particular model is old. Oh God, yeah. The guy I bought it off had it for like 30 years, I think. And I've had it for well over a decade. So she's an old girl. Basically heritage. They mould Old Smoky. Old Smoky is the traction engine version of it. This one's the weird one because it's kind of like got the traction engine front end, but steamroller, but not steamroller wheels. It's very interesting. I know, Charles. I'm ready. I said I'd go at 6, and here we go at 6. No, it doesn't require a boiler pressure, boiler exam. It's just a steam engine. If I was to take it anywhere and put it on show, then it would need a boiler ticket. But as it's just here with me, and it doesn't. And they're most likely just to go pop if they do, rather than explode big time. Cool. That's got water in it. Pop that out. It's got hot water in it. That's the main thing here, because it speeds up the process dramatically, like hugely, having warm water as opposed to starting with not warm water, being the ocean. When the tray fills with water, I realise I've made terrible mistakes. That's the answer to that one. What time is it? It's 6:07 here. Hello guys. Hi Jacob. Yeah, it's still a live steam thing, and it's still a pressure vessel. But the legislation basically works. If you take it somewhere, it needs to be inspected. So, cool. Anyway, hello to all of you. I hope you're all well. I have solid fuel to burn tonight. Hope everybody's well tonight. I hope for those of us in the UK that lockdown isn't being too terrible, too awful. Everybody's kind of getting along tickety-boo with not too many problems. Yes, we've had a bit of snow, not a huge amount. It was snowing last night when me and Matt left the shed and we went, definitely time to go home. But it hasn't stayed, and it snowed a bit again today. But not a huge amount. So, yes, I've been in the shed today as well, and it has not been a particularly fun experience. I got very cold. Didn't really achieve what I wanted to achieve because it was cold. Oh, these are bigger than the ones I normally get, because these ones hardly fit in the burner. Just trim that a little bit. Yes. Yeah, that's kind of... Oh, yep, it broke up. Well, these are useless to me because they're the wrong epoxy size. Whoops. Very annoying. Maybe I can just slide those. There wasn't enough snow to really bother going to the shed, to be honest. It was fine. The other week, I had to cancel getting to the shed because there was so much snow I couldn't actually get there. Whereas today, it's just like pleasant enough. Whoops! Throw everything everywhere. God, this is a very annoying size of burner. These ones, I think, are more the Mamod size. That's gone forever. The Mamod size ones, which are slightly bigger than the Wisco ones. But it's going in there. Lovely. Matches. Fire. Now this is where it normally goes wrong if we're using methylated spirits. Because I will start paying attention again once this is actually lit. But for the moment, it's just try and get the thing lit. Come on. And not set fire to the table or anything else. That can go in there. Come on, you. Catch the rest of it. Come on, catch the rest of the solid fuel. There's bits of solid fuel, just chuck that in there. Yeah, it's probably going to catch fire. It will spread. It only just fit in there. Okay, so I've made a terrible mess already. So that's a good start. No, the solid fuel doesn't seem to make enough of smoke or anything to set off the fire alarm, which is good or bad depending on how you look on it. A little dab of steam oil into the lubricator there. Another little drop. Like that. Yeah. Okay, that's all the steam oil it seems to want to take tonight. Oh, there it goes. Jewels it. Thick old stuff, the steam oil. that'll do for this run. I'll top it off for the next one after it's warmed up. Shouldn't need them for a bit. Stick that there. That's on fire. There's a lid there for that. Good. Oh, this is a portable heater, yes. Yes, you don't run the Mamod engine. That's how you do it without making a mess. That should be shut. That should be shut, and we'll leave that on the ready to do a stroke, so when it's got some steam up, it will let us know. The burner appears to be on fire, so that's a good start. And I'm just wiping my hand on my jeans. So that's that. Do you want to drive the Talaclin? Yes, I'd love to drive Talaclin again. Are you doing any videos with the Dodge? Yeah, we've got a plan for that. There will be a video coming out on that in the not too distant future. Mamod is built with British metal. Yep. Yeah, Mamods, I like Mamods, but this one is just superior. This is not a portable heater. This doesn't really make much heat at all. Hello from Chile. I would love a full-size one. I really would love a full-size one. It's not going to happen for a bit, but maybe one day. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's been modified by its previous owner. It's a weird one because it's got the kind of a roller front end. The 106 is getting work. That's all I'll say on it for the time being, and hopefully we'll get back onto the road at some point. Would you like an 05 Astra? The 05 one's relatively modern. I mean, if it needed a home, I'd probably just take it and drive it because I could do it with the car. But they're a bit too new for me, really. If you could push the button and have any vehicle from the shed completely fixed, what would you press? Red roof. I'd have the Dodge. Oh no. Probably red roof. Red roof or the Lotus. Red roof or the Lotus. I do love the Lotus. I've often thought of getting a small steam engine. It's not going to happen for a bit. Did you Google research something to Valley Railway? I have not yet. I forgot all about it. Hi from Sweden. How's the pressure going? It's making steam. We don't know how much it's got. Hello from South Africa. Nice. The Barclay is awesome. Thank you. Lunda, Africa, still in quarantine. Oh, hello. That's. I don't think we've had anyone from Lunda before. I don't know how to pronounce the country, but that's kind of cool. Hello from Chicago. That's really cool. What happened to the Rolls Royce? It went back to the people who owned it, basically. I looked after it and had it for a while. And what happened to it? I came into it one day and it got 3 separate puddles. One was oil, one was water, and one was fuel. So I phoned them up and said, look, can you sort this out, please? Because I don't really want to spend X amount on it. And so they took it back and they went, yeah, we'll fix it. So they took it home and it never came back. And they were like, oh, we fixed it all and we quite like it now, so we're going to keep it. And I went, all right. So, yeah. Would you like a Series 1 to a Series 1 Land Rover? Yeah. Well, Landys don't interest me that much, but a Series 1 I'd go from. Hello from the Model Railway Rooms. Sweet. It is a rusted in the background, yep. Hello from the Netherlands. Hello from the Netherlands as well, that's cool. Hello from just further down the A14, fair enough. Hello from Central Arkansas, nice. Hello from Dublin. £300, you can't have it, you have to tow it. No, I think we've, I think we have enough things to fix at the moment. Hello from Limburg and Netherlands. A lot of Netherlands people. That's pretty cool. Why superior? Okay, so the main reason it's superior is because we've got a regulator just here on the side, and it's a proper regulator, so you can control it. The cylinder on this side is a double-acting piston, so it will push both sides, which means you can tick it over really slow. There's a lever here, which is the drive that will put the gear in, so it then trundles along quite nice and slowly. It's got a little steering wheel here which steers the wheels, which are quite pleasant. There is a lot of water in this tray. Strange that. And then it's got a little whistle here as well, which made a little noise. So they're just, you can do more with them. A Mamod kind of just goes into go and goes and flies away, whereas this one you can just get, as people have seen before, ticking over nice and gently. Luanda. Hello from Yorkshire. Just watched the latest video. Good, Billy. Hope you enjoyed it. Hello from Trent. Hello from Portsmouth. I'm fine, thank you. Hello from under your house. I mean, you struggle to get under the house, but good luck. I mean, that would probably explain why it's falling down, but normally pronounced like Runda. Oh, okay. What class of steam locomotive would you like to drive? Oh, just anything. I like driving engines. Just, I don't know if there's anything I particularly fancy more than anything else. The V2. I'd love to drive Green Arrow when it comes back. I do need a recovery truck. I really do. Yes, that is the Queen Anne Ruston. Robert, who is one of our good friends, bought it for me for my birthday, which was the last stream, which was rather nice. And tucked just down there, there's also the Barclay that Charles, Larry, and Boz went together and bought for me, which was very nice. And just over there, you might be able to see a packet that Edward bought for me that turned up after my birthday, despite his best efforts. So, yeah. Even though, how are you doing, mate? Can't wait to get the footplate. Well, no, my two like a fridge, yes. Yes, it'd be nice when things open up again. No, I've not been able to do nothing to Sir William during the current lockdown. I tried to watch the comments. There's no point doing this if I don't talk to you. The whole point of doing live streaming is to talk to you guys. I mean, if I don't read them, what's it? Would like to do a review of a brand new... Oh, the Manning Warder K-Class. They're beautiful. Yes, but I don't want to get it sent here because I'm scared of things getting broken in the post. Hello from outside Charles' bedroom window. Oh, you're there as well. There's a whole queue of people there. Hello from Northwest Canada. Sweet. Oh, boy, this is amazing. Like, guys, I know I said it before, but the fact that there's so many of you guys from all around the world is amazing. Like, we feel so... Did it go chuff? I think it did go chuff. Where was I? We feel so amazed. There's so many of you lovely people who kind of are joined together by the LMM and like the LMM community, and we think that's just wonderful. So it's just magnificent, the fact that so many of you guys are around, and people who, like, from different walks of life, different nationalities, kind of coming together from one shared hobby. I think that's really quite wonderful. So well done, you guys. That's a really lovely thing. All right, let's get this ticking over nice and gently. How is the dump truck? Dump truck's good, thank you. Hello from Denmark. Hello from Oregon. All queuing outside the bedroom window, nice. Hello from a small town, Ohio. That's really cool. Any 00 gauge locos you're looking at getting? Nothing at the moment. No, they're all too expensive, and I've also got my nice new ones here to play with. Right, the other thing I like is, yeah. Anyways, that's quite nice. So we can get this thing ticking over nice and gently, and that's one of the reasons Willis goes are really nice. This regulator means you've got a lot of control to get it just going like that, which is superb, really, isn't it? Yeah, it does go clonk, but it runs. I mean, that's pretty good for a model, isn't it? Let's be honest. I really can't complain about this. Right, so something, before I forget, that that was suggested to me, and so I've gone, yes, let's do it. Most of you will know we have the super chat function enabled, where you can throw money at us, donate money towards the channel. Tonight, if anybody gives us more than £10 in UK money, drop us an email afterwards and we'll send off a signed photo of... There's a couple of photos on the Facebook page, which somebody will link now? Now? In a moment, they'll link the Facebook page where there's a selection of photographs. So if you would like a signed photo and you want to donate some money to help us tick everything along, we'll send you a signed photo with a signed picture, signed photo of me and a scribble, or there's a couple other photos on there. But if you want that kind of thing, let us know and do some donating and we'll make that happen, because some of you guys have been very kind and donated to us in the past, and we kind of wanted to give something back. And bearing in mind that YouTube is a lovely thing, which obviously doesn't take much of these donations at all. What's the biggest steam engine I've ever driven? I've driven a 282 out on the main line, which was pretty good. A bit of lithium lube on the crank bearing. I mean, I could, but it's not really what it's meant. I should have put some normal oil on there, because steam lube will be a bit thick. Hello from Germany. Oh, there we go. Yes, I will be signing them Lawrie's. No, not Lawrie. Unless you particularly want, Seeking, if you want Lawrie, I will sign it Lawrie, just so you feel happy. I can do that. The Lawrie Mecca, LMM's Mecca for world domination, yes. When the pandemic ends, are there any countries you'd like to go to experience the Heritage Railways in? I want to go back to New Zealand, I want to go back to America, I want to go to the Netherlands, I want to go to Germany. Yes, many. I want to get back to Poland. Should finish Danish railways. Oh, I've never done Danish railways. The ancient capital of America sends you greetings. Nice. Thicker the better, that's why. Oh dear. The LMM tank would be needed. Yes, that would be kind of... Hello from Northwest Alabama. These things knock regardless. This one always has knocked. It's never got any worse. It just does. That's what it does. And then it is capable of doing stupid stuff, like if you just go... And now it just sounds like an engine. Oh, okay, it self-sorted itself. But it does steam nicely when it's working, doesn't it? Like, absolutely cracking piece. So if I swing her around like this, I want to keep it this way around so I can keep an eye on the water, but we will just stick it this way, which is more pleasant, where you can see it going tick, tick. So it's quite cool. I will let people know when I'm heading back out, don't worry. The Lackley Mine Railway, I think I talked to, and they said yes after COVID. Favourite loco I've driven? Probably the Austerity out at Maldegem, just because it was absolutely spot on. It was a perfectly good loco. Absolutely, like, brilliant. No, this... How dare you? She doesn't have a water pump. She just keeps running until she's happy. Oh, it will self-start as well. Like, if you stop it and put the piston to the right position, like there, and now open the regulator, it will just kick itself into gear, which is wonderful. It's a slip eccentric, so if you just tell it to go backwards, it runs in reverse, which is lovely. Look at that! Isn't that brilliant for a model engine to tick over like that? I just think they're superb. You can do 20 quid. I mean, it only had to be £10 to get a picture, but whatever you want to donate, really. Spoken the highest. Oh, with 45, I would love to do the Prairie. I would absolutely love to. Higher for Thailand again. Nice. The snow's pretty much gone, guys. So yeah, if you're a recovery truck and you don't want another site. Oh, Jupiter as a wedding break. Oh, poor old Jupiter breaking down. That was upsetting. By the way, this is the slowest I've ever got it to tick over, as it just about goes. Oh, Lapa Valley. I'd like to do Lapa Valley. They've got a couple of nice little interesting. The LMN box fan, I need to shoot the video for it, but now Dapol have closed for COVID. So there's no point in releasing that video until they reopen after COVID. But everything is done for it. The prep work is done for it. The design is there. All we need to do is I need to work out the grand cost of everything. And do a video and announce it. So yeah. Will you send me Lawrie's sign to Flexitow? Yep, we'll send basically anywhere. We worked out the pricing, and yeah, if you want a thing, will you send Lawrie's signed T-shirts to fix? So possibly. If I had the chance to drive an American standard gauge diesel, yes, of course I would. I'd love to. Mersey, one of the Kingston pulled together many years ago, wrong for the country in England. Okay. Tick tick boom. It's lovely, isn't it? This sounds good. Do a video where Jupiter does a tour around the UK. You all know we drive for about an hour and it would go and stop. And it would be a tour around the UK an hour away from the shed. I know some people who've got COVID now, like people I know personally who have caught it. Whereas before you you heard of other people, whereas I know quite a few people now who've caught COVID. So it's not particularly good over here, but I'm staying safe. Oh yeah, as Chippers has now posted, we've got merch as well, including things like my shirt that I'm wearing today, and we've got hoodies and cups and things. The cups were shown on the Discord the other day, and they're good for holding liquids apparently, which is a good thing. What's that song? All about the 04. I've hopefully got an 04 and 03 lined up to do at some point. No, I've never driven a Deltic. I'd like to do a Deltic, but what do you do with the Pandemonic? I play with my model railways, I edit videos, I talk to you guys, and I go to the shed. That's about it. That's what we've been doing. Would you think it'd be possible gears on a man mod? You probably could if you modified it, but not easily, because there's not much to build it to. Hello, Wolfstark, how you doing? Would you recommend choosing how would you recommend choosing a role volunteer at Heritage Railway? Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the videos, Matthew. It depends what you like doing, really. I mean, I always wanted to be on the footplate, just always wanted to be on the footplate, so that was a no-brainer for me. Basically, go along and say hi. If you want to be in part and you like railways, say I like this. I like trains, or I want to be able to drive them, or I just like railways and such, or I like fixing things, or I just kind of like trains and I'd like to be involved. And they'll go, great, what do you want to do? And you'll go, I don't really know. And they'll go, okay, we'll try a bit of everything and see what you want. So try everything. Oh, plug the Patreon. Oh yeah, guys, if you do like us and you'd like to help us out, we have a Patreon where you get an extra video every other Sunday, which means you get 2 videos a week, every week from LMM, and we give you extra videos and stuff. So yeah, when you fix the Dodge, take it around the UK. Yeah, maybe if it's all sorted, then yeah, I would. I want to take it out in lots of places because it's going to be basically the only one you'll ever see like it. As I said earlier, the wagon depot shut down because of the pandemic. When they reopen, we'll get it sorted again. The Ruston 48 is still probably sat there. I haven't done anything with it because I can't get to it. I'm fine, thank you, Tristan. Has anything ever caught fire on you? I singed off my eyebrows once. I had blowback. You need an ex-Army 101 in the fleet. Yeah, sure. Hello, Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver's cool. I've set stuff on fire, yeah. And none of us have ever owned a Jeep. No, none of us have yet owned a 4x4. So it's something we really enjoy going out in the Gypsy, the Austin Gypsy. And we've talked about doing green laning for a long time, so it's something we want to get at some point. When we've been seeing the Class 03 and 04 videos after lockdown, because I've got to go shoot them, people have said, we'd like you to come and do this. I just haven't gone and done it yet. So, Land Rover 101, yes. Because there are the new Mammoths, aren't there, that have a double acting cylinder like this, where it would go tickety-tick and nice and nice. Hello, Stephen Camburn. Hello, Zach. Worst vehicle I've ever owned? Probably my first ever car before the 106. Sorry, I want to see how much water I've got because I've got a sight glass here at the back. Before the 106, I owned a Austin Mini Metro. Yeah, that was pretty awful. Apart from that, like I've obviously lost one MR2 that got hit by a tree. I had another car. There'll be a video of that coming up at some point. Just kind of like talking about it and where it went. Probably a Patreon exclusive, actually, because there's not that much footage on it. But yeah, Patreon exclusive of my other car and my Austin Metro. Those are the only 3 cars I've ever got rid of. Every other car I bought is in the shed or outside. So I could do a classic Jeep. The fire is good. Go on the Dodge, you could take that. I don't want to tear it like paper though, because that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Oh, definitely get a surplus military truck. That'd be cool. Like the States are big enough to kind of fit them. A lot of military stuff over here is like down some of the roads near me would be a very tight fit. Take the bike Matt built you for downgrade lines. I really want him to finish the bike because I want to take it out and see what it's like, you know. Salutations from Scotland, nice. I need to look at this so it doesn't go empty. 10 minutes later it's empty. Yeah, if it goes empty it will be, yeah, knackered. So, you know. Have you finished the bodywork on the Dodge? We haven't even started the bodywork on the Dodge. We need to actually get, you know, working daily cars first. Mini Metros are worth good money now, yeah. But we had to go flat tyre. We had it on some private land. So me and 3 mates bought this car for 15 quid with a half a tank of petrol. We drove it around and got a flat tyre one day, so changed it. Put the jack on the jack place, jacked it up, nope, it just collapsed. Moved it a bit further on the subframe, nope, that collapsed. Third time, nope, that collapsed. The 4th time it stayed up, we got the tyre off, put the new wheel on, and the force of putting the wheel on caused the car to go dunk, but it just kind of snagged and kept the wheel on. So it was rotten. So yes, ever thought of doing mainline videos, a video on mainline, on marine diesel, Steve mentions. If somebody offered me, yeah, I'd be up for that. What's this thing? It's a Willisco traction engine. I've got lots of photos of my old layout, yeah. If you had the room, would you put them in a... yeah, I saw one of the road runs I did with Jupiter. It was really upsetting because I had Dupes, which is obviously my pride and joy. Next door to it, there was a old Dennis trucker, 1950s, I think, Dennis. You know, with a big ladder with big wheels on the back of it, you know, old school. And then the other side of me was an American fire engine, which did, I think it was a gallon a mile or something, or a gallon every 2 miles. It had a 20-litre engine in it. But obviously everybody looked at the shiny American thing with all the chrome and looked at the old Dennis, and I'm just like here with, but Jupiter. Nobody, oh, Jupiter. Greetings. Oh, just south of the Pierce Fire Truck Factory. Oh, that's cool. Lake Marathon, Worth Valley Road. Oh, yeah, the Keithley and Worth Valley is very good. I've been several times. I do like it a lot. There's lots of military trucks around Norfolk. Is like proper military trucks going for the army test training or what are you using for a daily right now to get from? I'm still using my mum's car. I borrowed 323 to do that video with James, and I've not given it back yet because nothing of mine works. So yeah, The old German MZs are cracking bikes. Could be used them all day, MJ. But they're put together with screws, though. I mean, that's the thing I can't believe. It's a bike that's held together with screws. That sounds mad. How late is it? It's 6:30 here. Have you done anything with the steering bushes on the dumper yet? Nope, nope. The dumper will probably strip it down and clean everything, put it back together rather than trying to bodge it. Oh yeah, do the whistle, fine. There we go. Are you going to get a third fire engine? Not until I've got some more space, because at the moment, well, you've got nowhere that I could put it. I'd love one, but I've got nowhere to put it. I thought about doing LMM drives on a boat. Yes, that was meant to happen, but then COVID stopped it. So, have you thought about doing traction engines? Yes, again, lined up. Just respect for Jupiter, poor Jupes. I think back in the day, it'd been put fires out using fire. Yeah, of course, there are steam fire engines. Yeah, of course. Will you get a Gauge 1 live steam engine? Probably not, because they're very expensive. Any more work on the digger? No, again, trying to fix daily cars. Hello from Australia. Probably heading from Thetford or Orange Strata, okay. Do you know how to use a spanner? Yes. And the adjustable spanner too. Use that like a hammer. Does Jupiter have a mast on the light that goes up at sea? No, it doesn't have a mast. I saw another one that had a mast, and I was tempted to buy it off it, but Duke's never had it. So I thought about it. Yeah, Morgan, the MZ is held together with screws. They're not bolts, they're just screws. That's Eastern European engineering for you. Well, East German. Ever thought about opening a scrapyard? Wouldn't open it. It's just wouldn't be public. We'd just collect stuff. Me and Trev would have a field day because we're like, yeah, we're keeping this, we're keeping this, we're keeping this, and then every piece of modern tap that comes in, I'd just be joyfully crushing. The Ruston's still sitting there, playing War Thunder. Well, good luck playing War Thunder. I hope you crush all your enemies in the name of whoever you're playing for. Yeah, Matt was horrified, and I was horrified when he told me it was on screws. It just seems such a weird concept, doesn't it, really? I have a serious problem looking to buy Yugo. Brilliant choice. Had to, the train is going to send you tomorrow. The box of surf, I think you're missing this all there. Oh, sweet. I look forward to that QA library. Thank you very much. I shall open it either in a live stream or on a video, depending on what you prefer. I think back in the day, you put out fires, they run steam. Yeah, have you ever seen, there's a video, I think in America, of a restored steam fire engine. And it's magnificent. The noise it makes is brilliant. The Moggy is still sitting there rusting away, mostly because I'm so depressed by it. LMN boat still on board for sale. Oh, hello, Harry. Yes, we're very excited for that. Can't wait, basically. Hello, David. Just oh yeah, they do use fire to make fire breaks, don't they? Yeah, that's true. Hardest vehicle you had to strip apart? Of my own? Jupiter's a pain to work on the engine. Genuine pain. I'd love to meet Jupiter. Somebody else was interested in having it out. Jupiter will be going out and back to shows when we can do shows again. Yesterday I'm watching the video, we got the Dodge. That was fun. That's where me and JM became proper friends. Early morning for you. Austrian narrow gauge. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, that's what I think of Austrian narrow gauge. It is gorgeous. And some of the scenery it runs for is magnificent. What model is it? I haven't got a clue. I think it's the... I don't really know what it is, because again, it's weird, isn't it? It's got the steam roller front end, but traction engine wheels. The Tinkerbell would be quite good, yeah. I have thought about the idea, but considering I've got a full-size locomotive, it does kind of take some of the fun out of it. And also, you know, they cost money, and I don't have enough money at the moment to actually fix my stuff. What's your opinions on bikes on less than 300cc? That's kind of my level of fun. I quite like 125s. That's kind of my my thing. Oh yes, and as Sundaroo says, remember you can check out the shop and buy merch like this shirt that I'm wearing and other stuff. Saw a steam fire engine working at the Great Dorset Show. Ah, yeah, they make great noise, don't they, Rob? They're fantastic. I've heard about Derail Valley. I don't normally really play the Sims, but I think they're. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. How does Jupiter handle the cold? You'll find out in the next What Broken Now, because I started it this weekend. And the answer is it does start. Hubnut has got a lot of very cool stuff. Austrian narrow gauge is the best. Oh yeah, fair enough. The engine fell off my Morris 100. Oh dear. 1000 even, I don't know. I have a lot more. Hello, Epic Videos. Looks like you have a roller at some point and converting to a showman's engine badly. Yeah, I've seen other ones though in Fresh in the Box, so I don't think it actually is a conversion. Obviously, that bit there, because you can see the horrendous bits of glue on it, that bit is conversion, but the front end of it is actually how it left the shop, which is a very strange thing. There's a model that I don't. Do you think Tinker's Park will be on this year? No idea. I know that if they'll do what they did this year, which is they'll basically go and review things nearer the time. That's what we did last time. So they'll go, yes, we can run, or no, we can't run. There we go. So maybe is the answer to that. I know if they'll go in the hole. I know if they can run, obviously we will run because we like running. I don't know. It's the simple answer though. Who knows? God, absolutely no one knows what the restrictions are going to be, so maybe. I've been to the Ammerton Railway. Yeah, I filmed at the Ammerton Railway. We got a video of us at the Ammerton Railway. So the Ellerman wagon is coming along, but Dapol have shut down because of coronavirus. So when they reopen, it will become a thing. Until that point, it's not a thing. Basically, is how that is going. Is that going to? It's probably not going to go in there like that, but we'll just chuck that in there. That can sit there. And wrong hand, wrong hand, wrong hand. If I'm missing your comments, guys, I will try and catch up with them. I promise. I'm just, trying to make a steam engine do things. What did I miss? The dynamo is definitely added on because it's been attached from, it's with glue. Strange let me for the Googles. Fair. When is the next Lawrie Goes Loco? Either next week or a little bit after, depending on if it gets approved. Will I be taking Jupiter to Tinker's Park after lockdown? Not for a bit. I need to get the machine very happy and me feeling a lot more comfortable with it. There were even yes, there were convertibles, weren't there? Be careful not to set things on fire. It's a kid-friendly channel. Don't check out the first or the third stream where I set fire to the table. Oh, Jen94. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, and the rest of the team's okay. What's the white thing? What white thing? That thing? That's a light. That's a light. Oh, the white thing. Oh, these things. They're solid fuel tablets. That's my fuel. Had an Austin 1300 GT. Ah, they're quite cool. Thank you. You need a little fridge. Steam engines don't like being running compressed air though, do they? Because they like the heat that actually gives them what they need. I have been to the Eastbourne Miniature Railway. I've been there and that was quite enjoyable. The baseboard didn't catch fire, it was just a bit of flame. I just came up with the reason to buy a surplus truck. Cargo, and you put the cars back and have a good transport truck. Yes, or it's cool. I mean, that's most of my justification for most of my stuff, is it's cool. The only purchase from the channel is a mug. Is there anything else? Yes. Son, chuck a link in. Or Charles, stick a link in, that'd be lovely. Was planning to do another video at Ammerton and then COVID. Fine, let's use a bit of steam up. There we go. Yes, anyway. Hello, Fizzy Vlogs. Wouldn't it be great if Dennis started building trucks again? They did build good trucks, they're just expensive because they were purpose-built. Yes, I'm still using 323 as a daily. I've never volunteered at Festinio, but I have been many times and I like it. The micro layout is going to be a separate video finishing it off. It's just over there out of shot. No drinks is eight. No, I didn't have enough time from coming back to the shed to actually turning everything on to do that. So, yes, here we go. Yes, exactly, that's acoustic theory. That's the same thing as I like it. That's good justification. I've done the Bodmin Railway. I've never done the Buckfastleigh, which is the something or other, Quainton Road, isn't it? I've not done that yet. So use up a bit more steam. So yes, where we are. Hello, James. The only other justification is multi-fuel with a huge turbo. That is a good justification. A Triumph Spitfire and like so around 30 mpg. That's not bad. Oh, Chris. Oh, yeah. I think I remember meeting you at Tinkers. That was good. A nice day, wasn't it? Do we see more taking of your broken? Well, Matt does that. I do it back to Matt. You know. We don't have a PO box yet. If you drop us an email, I'll just give you an address you can send stuff to, which isn't a PO box, but it's good enough. So yeah, if you drop us an email, then I don't have a big enough garden to stick a G gauge railway down into. 33 for you now. Yep, I know, right? When we started, I can't believe how big it's grown. Can we see them unpack it? You can see it in the box. Yeah, I haven't opened it yet because it's that one. Which railway would you most like to have a drive on? We would really like. I would like to do the Severn Valley or the North Yorkshire Moors, just because they're proper runs, or the West Somerset, or the Great Central, because double track would be pretty cool. Lots. I don't think there's any one I want to do more than ever. I missed something about the Isle of Wight there. There's the thing after the safety valve. Yes, you keep hearing it go pop when when the safety valve lifts. It has a gauge glass as well, so I can see what it's doing. The safety valve is just in there hissing away gently. Geared locos in preservation. It seems like there's a fire behind it. No fire. I mean, there's a fire in the firebox, but it's old smoky traction engine, is it? I don't know what it is. You need authorised coal fuel model. Nah, just because I don't know how long it burns for, whereas these tablets are pretty good. Evening in, how you doing? Can you wear out the boilers on the model like a rotor? Oh yeah, this boiler will eventually just be life expired, but it'll be okay. What do you think of the Chevy truck that I drove? The Chevy truck was pretty awesome, actually. Have you thought about getting a Morris Traveller? I don't actually like the Morris Traveller. I like the Moggy Thou. The Traveller's never done anything for me. Please put the engine onto max. Yeah, sure. I think I like the Peckett. Lots of die cast on it. Nice. I would. I'm looking forward to opening it. I'll just either going to do it as a standalone video or at least when Edward turns up. I'd love to see my Ruston on the North Yorkshire Moors. I want to see my one on it. Are you going to get a bigger shed? If we get really big and famous, yes. At the moment, we couldn't afford a bigger shed, so no. Thoughts on electrical locos? All right. Don't really. Most of them are modern. Quite like 86s because I know them from my youth. So yeah. Hello, Truno. Have you seen Stepney? Yeah, I've travelled behind Stepney, I think. Would James object you sent a 5-inch around the shed? Would James? I don't think James would object, but the shed's nothing to do with James, so the landowners, they probably would. I know there's preserved gear like in the States. There's quite a few Shays and Heislers and Climax over there. We never had them over here. It does sound nice. Are there Chevys in the UK? Chevy trucks? Some, not many. The Polegate Railway. Oh, I don't even know where the Polegate Railway is. Yes, exactly. We have some very silly little Chevys, but not. There's a couple of big ones. Make some AMR videos. I think all good. I mean, if you guys want me to do, what do you want to hear then? Okay, what would you like me to do ASMR? Do you want this thing ticking away, or me telling you a story, or what would you like the soundy thing? How's my loco? My loco is sitting so, and I can't do anything to it at the moment. You guys will grow. You catch for everyone, car guys. We try. We're hoping so. Anyway, what HO scale? Didn't see that. Something about HO scale. Steam loco. Electric locos are soulless. Oh, I'm just going to. Are trains in America bigger than the UK? Yes. Your track is the same gauge, but your loading gauge, which is how wide and how tall they can be, is much bigger. So our locomotives would run in the States. Your locomotives would hit every platform, bridge and tunnel that they came across. So yes. Have steam engines got PTOs? No, you've got this, the flywheel, so you could run belts. Like I could connect a belt up to this to run the generator, the dynamo. So you have a flywheel, which would be your main thing. Favourite class of British diesel loco? 37. Love a 37. We had a Shay? What, in the UK? Coolest car in the box. Yes, they were way bigger. You compare an A3 to a light Pacific America, they'd be dwarfed. Yeah, you guys just... The big problem in the UK was there was this bloke called Stevenson who built a locomotive and it was quite good. And it ran on a railway, and then some bright spark went, I want to build a bridge over that. And so they made the bridge big enough that rocket would go underneath it. And then every single thing that followed it had to go under that same bridge, so it had to be small enough to go under it. And that's basically why our loading gauge sucks. Like, broad gauge was wonderful, that was huge, but yeah, basically how it worked. Grey Valley cranes are very good, yes. Are you interested in steam ships like the Titanic? I'm interested in it like going, oh, that's a big piece of engineering, but not the same level of fanatical I am about things like this. Are the S100s, the S160s, some of the 440s? But I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff in America would run in the UK, but most of it won't, like your small stuff would. Hope your channel grows content. So thank you very much, especially like the Sky content. Oh, thank you. Nobody seemed to watch that. We had a really good trip though. The family's ancestral home. It's wonderful up in Sky. I highly recommend doing it. The Flying Scotsman's, yeah, it did 2 big tours over there and they all went terribly wrong on the second tour, didn't it? The Sentinel wagon did a steam locos. Oh, of course they did. Yeah, of course they're geared, aren't they? And yes, Blue Circle, Seraphite, Synonym, and I can't think what the other one is. Sir Vincent. They're all geared, aren't they? Of course they are. I've asked Welshport and Langfair, and they said they'd get back to me, and that was as far as that one went. So if anybody's part of it and would like me to go there, that'd be great. Some people have bought it S10s and so you've got it, but literally just 2050. Yeah. This is the first live stream you've caught. Well, welcome. What's the loading gauge? So, can you see the track? Cool, that'll do. So, I don't have a spare piece of track, which is annoying. The gauge is the distance here between your wheels. That's what your gauge is in the track. So the gauge in the UK, Europe, most of Europe, and the USA, Canada is the same. Loading gauge is how wide it is. So the UK, we have a very narrow gauge, kind of a narrow loading gauge. Like continentally, they're a bit wider and a bit taller, and in the States, they're a lot wider and a lot taller. So it's basically, loading gauge is how close or high your bridges are, basically. I've been to Churnet Valley several times. We did a video of going to Churnet Valley. It's Chasing Dinosaurs episode 1. Would love to do the Ball Winner Statford. I think that's great. Am I late for the show? Just to return from my shed. Greetings from Germany. Oh, you're here, so that's good enough. There's a couple of preserved ones. So there's the 80, class 87. There's a couple of them. Sky trip was brilliant. Well, thank you. Glad you enjoy it. Did the Flying Scotsman? I was reading that. Go scroll up. Turn the moose on. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Did the Flying Scotsman have a name before it was service named? No, it was just the new A1, and it ran the train, the Flying Scotsman, and then got called Flying Scotsman. Retro American vehicles are modern. Retro American vehicles, yes. Me and Trev have a lot of fun looking at retro American vehicles. Which state in the US in the South would like? I actually want to go to Alabama. I'd go back to California, or no, not California. I'd go back to Florida because I quite enjoyed Florida. What old school vehicle are you looking at getting next? What am I looking at? There's a couple of things actually. I'm not saying any of them about them yet, but there's a couple of things which may or may not happen. So there's a couple of things I've talked about, but hopefully are going to turn up. Maybe. I know a lot as a huge fan of engineering and mechanical. I haven't been for research. That's fair enough. We do research these things, don't you? Popped away a few minutes. Has anybody asked about the Ruston while I was gone? Probably actually, Rob. The answer still hasn't changed. How to get a steam engine cheap, because I want one. You buy one of these. These are basically your cheapest steam engines you can buy. Or you buy an absolute wreck and spend hundreds of thousands of pounds, dollars, euros, whatever, to do it up. When will the stream end? Between 9 and 10, probably. Opinions on grape angular trains. It's a thing. Are you going to build your own museum? Eventually, hopefully. We'd love to open our own museum in the future. Favourite chocolate bar? I really just like dairy milk. Do like dairy milk. I can blow the whistle, although we've almost run out of steam, so... Oh, we're still good. How about that? Yeah. So we'll just let this cool down now. The problem with Scotsman, so Flying Scotsman went over to the States to do a big tour, kind of showing off everything British, and it was organised with a lot of publiciser, people who advertised the event, and a lot of backers and a lot of money was put into it, and it was a huge success. And then the next year, with the engine still in America, they decided to do it again. This time without all of the people putting the money in, all of the the advertisers, because they were like, oh, the advertisers took a lot of money, so we're going to do it ourselves without all the advertisers. And funnily enough, it was a massive failure, and it bankrupted the owner. And so Scotsman was just left in a siding somewhere, I think it was on the dockside, just sat there with no money to bring it home and a bankrupt owner. So that was the end of that. Oh, somebody did a donation, which I haven't seen. And thank you very much. I'm going to be sending something to New Zealand, apparently. Community generous. Oh yeah, oh god, I've missed lots of stuff. Oh god, I've been to Isle of Wight Steam Railway, and I've done Isle of Wight Steam Railway, and I've done Amberley. I want to go back to Amberley and do the simplex they've got there because I like it. Trying to buy a 66 Cadillac. Oh, that's awesome. I would get that. Oh, that's awesome. If you do get the truck, then yes, definitely going to visit. I would love our own museum. I like the old VW Siroccos. I think they're really cool. I've got lots of American tourist railways potentially lined up for when I get out there. I have lots of plans for the tractors. Am I going to get an army vehicle? At some point, definitely yes. 100% yes. Pop-bot boats are cheaper. They're not really, I wouldn't call them a steam engine, really. I mean, I guess, yeah. Do you know there's a main line in China which used to work steam until the 2000s, maybe today? Yes, that will be one of the ones. The main line finished in the 2000s. Industrial steam still just about going, that you'll see in the channel trailer that I went and saw. I'd love to work in a museum. I used to work in a nuclear fallout shelter from the 60s moment. There's one not too far from me. Brilliant. Thank you, Thomas. Oh, thanks, Kissel. So Kissel, as I said at the beginning of the stream, if anybody donates over £10 quid, I'll send you a signed photo with a scribble and a message on it. So on the Facebook, there's a selection of photos that were put up earlier. So let me know which one you want and email me your address, and I'll send you off a signed thing. Can you try to speak the sentence Stum Motogen Zink Luke? There you go. Questions about loading gauge Canada is the same as ours in the States. Yep. Buy an American traction engine in the case. Yes, I've seen a couple of them. I saw a wonderful undertype. So obviously most traction engines are like this. It had all your motion down underneath, and I thought it was wonderful. They're doing dairy milk with mini eggs in it. Nice. The Broken Museum sounds good. Just make a steam engine yourself. Quite difficult to get a self-made boiler registered in the UK. Like, if it's built to a design, like an approved design, not too bad. Getting an approved design, very bad. When do trains get retired? When they what, from preservation or on the main line? What's a luxury you can't live without? I guess really, like the phone, because I can use it to communicate with you guys, and to do it. Plans for the tractors? Yes, the tractors. Work is going on the tractors. I wish Scotsman would return to the States. We quite like having it here. I have been to the Lord Chester Steam Railway. I'd like to do some stuff with them, but I haven't tried. Struggling with the lockdown as I can't do any of my hobbies. You're very lucky to have the shed. We're so lucky to have the shed. Favourite American food? I had some amazing burgers when I was in America. I know that's very like a cop-out answer. I had some amazing burgers when I was out with my friend Trey. It was brilliant. And JM on cars, obviously. That was I actually a song came on the radio today, which was Country Roads, Take Me Home. Me and JM sung that, or particularly I sung that when we were driving to North Carolina. So instead of going West Virginia, you go Country Roads, take me home to the place I belong, North Carolina. And it came on the radio, and so I phoned up Trey, and James was like, we had so much fun together. Anyway, yes. Funded by World War II. Well, after World War II, British cars, there was no development for British cars during the war, so cars that came out after the war were pretty much the same as before the war, so there was no development at all. And Germany was knackered, so Germany had to come up with some ideas to make some money, basically, and Germans are good engineers. Would you consider making a video about any of the firms that was restoring building? Yeah, I'd love to. Are there still coal plants in China or running steam? Yes, there are. Oh, yes, there are. A friend wanted to make a Back to the Future car from a Sirocco. A DeLorean from a Sirocco. Ooh, I mean, yeah, okay, maybe. I love Amberley, my friend's granddad's volunteer there. Oh, Evan, if you can mention that I'd like to go and film there, that'd be great, because they didn't respond to me. What happened with the T20 in the background, not the 35? What? What about a KISS card? How is the steam tractor called? It's a Willisco. Didn't the Welsh Highland Railway buy a locomotive from China? Yes, they did. They've got tiny wheels, and I can't think what it's called. The wheels are like that big. Oh, the stream stopped. Stream? Oh, stream is going. It's just my phone. Stream's still running. We don't know. Let's refresh the stream. Oh, there it is. The stream's back. It died for me, guys. I don't know if it died for anyone else. Oh, thank you very much for the donation. I'll get to you in a second because I'm way down. Skippy, skippity, skippity, skip, skippity, skip, skip. All right, I'm just skipping to the bottom because I'm way behind. Cool. Thank you, Ian. I will send you a. Let me know in the email what picture you want, and I will send that off to you. What happened to the Chevy truck that I drove? Still there, I guess. Been watching trials for a Flymo mower. Nice. You need a funnel. It's got a chimney. It's more of a knuckle Back to the Future. Oh dear, that's terrible. I love 1400s. 1400s are wonderful. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Oh, I would love to get back to Brenga. I really, really desperately want to do most of the engines there. For those of you who are in the UK and you've not visited the Brenga and Worms Hill, it is one of my favourite railways in the entire country. Have a check at their website. Chris, do you want to drop a link to the place? They have just a fascinating array of 2-foot gauge engines. The only place that's got a bigger array and more varied array is probably the Statfold Barn, but they're lovely people there. I really, really like it. Do come up to New York. I'll make my barbecue chicken, maybe a home-style chicken soup. This sounds like a wonderful idea. When we go back to America, I shall let you know, and if we're coming somewhere near, we will put it all together, because that sounds great. The C2 type, thank you. I could not remember what it was, James. I really want to come to Canada. My brother is currently living in Canada, and he's just started applying for his citizenship. So he's over in Fernie, which is over on the west side, I think. But I really want to get over to Canada, and I've got a couple of other things I'd like to do, and Canada is cool. Hello, Chris Noble, how are you doing? What are you doing in this channel? In this channel? Like, we do lots of stuff, like trains, cars, tractors, diggers. We fix stuff, drive trains. Actually, do we fix stuff? We take stuff apart. Are you saying that I don't have an amazing singing voice? So I have 5 different model steam engines. Lovely. What's the best sound a steam locomotive made in your opinion? In talking about whistles, the whistles on the locos on the Durango and Silverton are the best thing I've ever heard. I just sat there just going. That was a just amazing whistle. I love that. Granta bought I've seen the 5-inch. Oh, it raising steam against the safety valve. That's not good, Nicola. If it's raising steam again. The Statfold people are lovely too. Oh yeah, the Statfold people are lovely. Apart from that James. No, I'll take it back. No, Statfold was lovely, and all the volunteers when I visited were really, really nice, including the owner. I met the guy whose collection it is and had a chat with him, and he's a lovely bloke as well. I mean, that said, generally speaking, guys, heritage railways across the entire UK and everywhere else that I've been, including New Zealand, Germany, Poland, America, they're all friendly, because as soon as you're like, I really like the thing that you're doing, and I appreciate the amount of effort you put into it, they're like, that's cool. And it's, yeah, that's lovely. Come visit Nova Scotia. I'll give you a tour of our bunker. That sounds cool. I'd like to do Nova Scotia. We used to do invite-only evenings at Worms in the late 80s and 90s. Some best memories there. Yeah, that's still there, I think. Isn't it, Chris? If he's there. We have some big old British diesels. Oh, what? General Electric, is that right? What's that there? I know I have a lovely singing voice, thank you. I have been to the Bluebell Railway. I would love to do some film with the Bluebell Railway. Oh, they're stationary diesels. Oh. English Electric, that's what I was trying to think of. English Electric. Have you ever gone to Belgium? Yes, there's a video of me driving, 2 videos of me driving steam trains in Belgium and a video of me and Matt driving around the country. Not to offend you Brits. Oh, your chime whistles are way better. Don't be offended. We're not offended by that. We all like we. If you've watched the video chasing dinosaurs, episode 1, where we saw the 3 S160s together, we were all like, these whistles are incredible. Don't you? No, you guys did whistles way better. But oh yeah, I think we made prettier steam engines. Don't get me wrong. But you guys made more kind of utilitarian looking things. Maybe, I don't know if it'd be good to make sense. Make AMs to videos of steam engines. Yeah, could do. I've never had to go on a steam shovel. I talked to a couple of people, and who kind of talked about them. I really want to have a go on one because I think that would be so much fun. In America, the East brought up. Jared, where in America is that? Because my geography's not great, but I understand the America is a little bit bigger than the UK. Like we're like this big, and America's like that big, right? Yeah. He refuses to use it until he gets it fixed. Yeah, that's probably wise, Nicola, because otherwise it's a bit dodgy. I've not driven a steam car yet, although I know somebody who's got one, and I keep meaning to talk to it. Can't believe I didn't visit the Mini before I moved away from you. Oh yeah, I visited the Woolpit Steam Rally many times. I like the Woolpit. In fact, that's how I got involved with the traction engine for a year and a bit. How much trains do you have? I have 1 locomotive, full-size locomotive, 3, 4 locomotives sit on the model railway here, some over there and others elsewhere. You should Google a banshee whistle. Oh, you heard through the mass of the. That sounds mad. Oh, Pennsylvania. Oh, we might go into that. The MR2 is progressing. My rusting needs work. Does Matt use? Why does everybody always ask about Matt's hair and not my hair? I'm about the same length. The banshee whistle sounds incredible. American locos have their insides on the outsides. Yes, everything's a lot more easy to get hold of, isn't it? Oh, it's in Pennsylvania. That's cool. About 6 hours from you. Fine. That's cool. Find it amazing they could make good quality machines back then. Yeah. You should see the Chris Barton. I have no idea how to pronounce that. The Schnicksack Bam Boslamslum. Bonslum? Yeah, in Switzerland. And it's 2 fixed carriage road that runs through a garden centre. That would be fun, yeah. I see no steam trains, this is a lie. Oh, no steam, this is a lie. It's cooling down. I've got to put some more water into it. It was running. Are you finished carefully stripping the Toyota? The Toyota Celica has gone to the big scrapyard in the sky. It is no more. The date's gone. I've ever seen hot air engines. Yeah, they're great. I've had to play with them. They're little, new little mod ones. So they're favourite ship. The Waveney. I love the Waveney. Paddle steamer. I think that's great. Who spends the most on hair? I have no idea how much Matt spends on his hair. I don't know. Have you met the wife? Very well played, Stephen. Canada. Hello, Unbreakable Plays. What's your favourite steam locomotive crew? I'd love Andrew Barclays. If you're talking mainline, it's the V2, but apart from that, Andrew Barclays. I love Andrew Barclays. Hi, Lawrie, gotta go. When is your Ruston kept during lockdown? My Ruston lives at the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway. That's where it sits during all of this. I can't touch it at the moment because it's at the railway. Yes. Lots of. Do the Great Western send anything to the US? LMS sent the Royal Scot and the Coronation, but neither of which were actually the thing. Repton was in the States for a while. Dunrobin was. There's 2 A4s in the States. Am I missing anything, guys? Can't think of anything else that's gone out there. What's in the Hornby box in the background? Got this one. That's a Peckett that I got sent. That's the birthday present. It's still not been opened yet. Why didn't broad gauge catch on? Basically because everybody else had taken standard gauge. That's why broad gauge didn't catch on. It's more expensive to build because you need more land and you need bigger buildings, bigger tunnels, and like the rest of the country, like 3/4 of the rest of the country, if not more, probably more actually, 9/10 of the country was on standard gauge. You're losing fighting a losing battle at that point to try and conserve. But broad gauge is a far superior thing, yeah. Statfold but bigger. Oh, there's a video of the carrot going through the greenhouse. That's amazing, Chris. I like it. This is a hobby, yes. What's the progress of the Lotus? No progress yet. Basically, we need to get the dailies sorted and make progress there. Then we've got a couple other things to do, and then the Lotus is the big main project once we've got ourselves sorted again and get that. Scotsman has been to the US, yeah. Oh, did a king go? The ones, yes, Dwight's in the States, Canada's in Canada. Hello, Union Pacific 4014 Productions. Which king went? Was it King? Oh no, it's King George, wasn't it? Of course, it's King George V went. Fifth? Yeah, because it's got the bell on it. It's King George V, isn't it? I am right. Who here has liked this video and subscribed to this handsome guy? I have. Thanks, Tristan. I haven't been called handsome in ages. I feel very flattered. We have a picket in the States. It's in the Henry Ford Museum, I remember right. Yeah, it's Repton Chandler that was in there. I've seen Repton on the North York Moors now because it's back here. The Terrier was in Canada. I think it's still there. When's the next Lawrie Goes Loco? Probably next week if everything's finished in time. What do I think of the Grant Ritchie? The Grant Ritchie is cool. It's cute. I love School's Class. School's Class are wonderful. Flying Scotsman was the first steamer into practically around the world. Yeah, she's been a lot of places, although not really done much Europe. Everything's in relation. How, Lawrie? How am I doing? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Is it 6? It's 5. It's King George V that went, isn't it? It was in the NRM for ages, I'm sure. It's King George V, guys. I'm sure it's the 5th. Will you give the picket a run around the layout, Sean? No, not until Edward, the guy who sent me, sees it. If not, I'll just do it as its standalone video. The characters left in exchange for 2 German 808s. Oh, okay. I've got a cool shirt. I have Stephen K9. I have fired Tornado. When it came to the New Valley, I fired it on a trip, and it's a pain firing through the flap. I hate it because your fire hole door is about that big that opens up, but when you're actually firing it on the run to stop lots of cold air going in the fire and hurting the tube plate, you have a flap which is about that wide. I kid you not, that wide, big enough for your shovel with about that much either side of it, and it's about that high. So when you're on the footplate, it's going boom, 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 and you've got to try and swing and get it through the flap. It's difficult. How firemen do it, I have no idea. Did Pete Waterman bought it and brought it home? Oh, I can't remember who bought it. No, it's McAlpine bought it home, didn't he? Yeah, McAlpine bought it. Like my engine, he bought it home because there's a beautiful. Where did I buy this steam engine? A friend of mine had it. I bought it off him. There's a beautiful quote from Sir William, and when asked his opinion on buying Flying Scotsman, he went, "Well, there were 3 reasons why I thought I shouldn't buy Flying Scotsman. Number 1, I already owned Pendennis Castle. Number 2, steam was banned in the UK. And number 3, it was in America. But it is a wonderful piece of British engineering." So that's a lovely quote. He was a real man. He was an absolute gentleman. I'm so proud that I got to meet him. Great Western Locos repatriation for which it's Pendennis Castle I went to. What American locos thought of British locos? Probably thought they were brilliant. Yeah, maybe a bit small. Did I fire 1310? No, I never fired 1310. I got passed out as a driver on it. So I never fired it. I just drove it. Did I let anybody drive it? I don't think I fired it at all. I think I only drove it. Canadian Terrier, it's Wadden. Yes, it's Wadden. That's what it is. Favourite heritage railway? The Midi. Love the Midi. Midi is my favourite. Midi is my home railway though, so. Bear with me while I do the dance and find that. That's the dance completed while I look for the thing. Well, Tornado is basically an LNER engine, isn't it? Live half an hour from York and the National Rail Museum. Ah, lovely. And you've been behind Scotsman, that's lovely. Do I drive a train? Yes, frequently. I drive many trains, many locos. Again, there's many videos in the Lawrie Goes Loco series of me driving stuff, and then I drive lots of stuff where I volunteer at railways as well. Almost having yeah, that's the Ryan Private Joker, but we see it at North Carolina. There's an A4, yes, in the US and then one can. I saw Flying Scotsman in the Mid-Atlantic. Oh yes, it reopened the bridge, didn't it? What would the wheel arrangement of the big boy be if it wasn't articulated? Well, it would be exactly the same, because it's still got two sets of driving wheels. Like, just because it doesn't articulate it doesn't mean. I mean, what if you joined all the wheels together? And you had like a 16? Because it's a 4884, isn't it? So, yeah, you get a 16, which, as the Russians found, doesn't go around corners if you joined it all together. Smart feeling like that. What's your opinion on the Cock of the North? Prince of Wales is great. Cock of the North isn't going to happen. I don't know why they don't just give up and turn it into an A2/2, because that seems the logical thing to do at this point. So we all know they're not going to do it, and nobody cares at this point. How much of Flying Scotsman is still original? Very little. But I mean, yeah, steam engines, that's what they are. They kind of get used and parts change on them. So basically everything's consumable on it. Come on. Drink the water. Good thing. Oh, it has drunk the water, I'm just being silly. Oops, I missed. I don't know if you noticed that, but I missed quite badly. I am not reading anything at the moment because I'm trying to do this without making too much of a mess. By trying, I mean failing, because clearly that did not go as well as it could have done. What's the oldest locomotive I've driven? I can't remember if it's Dolgok or 813 off the top of my head. It's Dolgok, isn't it? I think Dolgok's older than 813. I think. Yes, there was an A4 in Scotsman for a while, because it makes sense really. It's a better boiler, isn't it? Favourite Western loco, 1366. I mean, steam engines have bits that get replaced all the time. It's just what a steam engine is. You know, they always have bits that are being changed and moved and mucked about with. So, oh, you live near the North York Moors? Yeah, it's lovely. What's original is very debatable with steam engines anyway. We need to see the Ruston, my Ruston on the Keith Lee and Worth Valley, or their Ruston. A bit more steam oil. There we go. Was original as sold by BR original pit? Well, obviously it wasn't. Original would be when it came into service before the Flying Scotsman. Because I mean, originally it was an A1, wasn't it? And then it became an A3. So I mean, what is original with Scotsman anyway? Because it changed what it was halfway through its life. I haven't got a clue when the Transcontinental Railway was completed, because it's not really my local railway. The 1930s Southern Electric, oh, they knew what the future was, didn't they? The Southern putting the electric stuff in. Where did I get the loco from? A friend of mine who had a big collection of these things. And I quite fancied this one, so he let me have it. I can't remember if I drove F13. We just ran it. No, I didn't get to drive. I only drove, actually, no, I did. I got to drive something at the Shantytown. I didn't get to drive anything else though. I love the little dump truck. Humpty is wonderful. I have no idea where you found one in the States. I was lucky just to find that one in the garden, really. I thought that was brilliant. I've only fired a locomotive when it's running in auto coach, and I was obviously on the footplate of the loco firing. The best community I have seen until now. Thank you. It's a great community. I feel really happy with the community we have. We're so proud of you guys. You guys are lovely. Thanks for being wonderful, and thank you for supporting us being idiots. We do appreciate that. Have a Ruston called James on the fit fat brace. Okay. Can you fit a Panda dyno? At some point, Steve, I will. Probably not tonight, mainly because I don't have a suitable belt. But at some point, we'll set it up and get it running and generate some power with it. Dog lock is earlier. Yeah, that's what oh, dog lock is still earlier. Nice. Do you think Southern Scotsman should retire to preserve? No, I think Scotsman should run. Scotsman is the best. What's the word I'm looking for? Ambassador to steam railways that we have, because everybody knows Flying Scotsman. So it should be running. It should be showing what a steam engine does and trying to get people into the hobby and excited, because everybody's granddad drove Flying Scotsman. Where are we? Oh, that's a lot of expensive money. Mallard, I don't think there's any chance of Mallard running again, because all the other A4s in the country are either under overhaul or run on the main, or run. Most of them go mainline. So, you know, I don't really think there's no need to get Mallard running, is it? It might as well sit in a museum where people know where it is, they can go see it. Yeah, as Sun said, Discord. Alright, yeah, so we'll rattle through everything because we can. Guys, if you're not already part of the Discord, we've got a Discord server where we chat about trains, tractors, cars, and all kind of sorts of stuff that happens on the channel. So check that. The link to that is in the chat. We've got a Facebook page where there's stuff. We've got the Teespring where you can buy shirts and jumpers and stuff and help support the channel. Or we've got Patreon where if you want to help support us and look after us, because we really, really do appreciate it, because we don't get much money off the interwebs. There's a link to that as well, and you get extra videos and a podcast, which I need to finish, because the podcast, guys, me and Trev shot one, and that should be out relatively soon. I just need to finish it. So hopefully next week for the podcast. No, there's no Q1s running at the moment. Dumpers have the control gear for supermarket. Dumpers are great. They're just mostly, the problem with dumpers is normally they're knackered. That's the big issue with them. Normally people, they're, by the time anyone gets hold of them, they're just, yeah, totally knackered. Mallow says it's too valuable. It's not really too valuable to risk. It's just there's no point to doing it. Like, if you steam Mallard, you don't really get anything that we haven't seen before. It's just another A4. Yeah, okay, it's Mallard, but it's still. Steam trains will, yes, over long term, but not much. With most stuff you have, did you find them because people did contact you about them? 90. What do you mean? Models or full-size vehicles? If you're talking full-size vehicles, most of my stuff I found myself. A couple of people have contacted us over stuff, but most of it I found and acquired myself. Getting that. Yes, well done. I'd certainly hope Mallard's speed record will never be broken, mainly because you're getting to silly speeds at that point. Oh, Johnny. Right, that's quite good. Put that there. Get a match. I noticed the price for the mainline excursions is going to be less expensive. Mainline excursions are very expensive. Or in the UK, they're very expensive. At least, you know, you're talking like best part of 100 quid just for a ticket, not, you know, to be in like last class, not even to get in the good seats. I think I filled this one up a little bit too high, so it probably won't actually fit in the burner. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Which is now. Put the burner in the engine. Fire, 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 fire. Yeah, that's a problem. In you get. Just get. No, that might have actually fixed itself. Fire, fire. Yep, that's fixed it. Sorted. What did I miss? What do you think about new builds? I think some of them are pretty cool. Pretty much. I have driven a Quality Huntlet. I haven't done it for a video, but I have driven one in the past. I don't think anyone's going to let the T1 do it, really. But steam in the UK is basically limited to 75 miles an hour. Tornado has special permission to do 90 based on what it is. The T1, really, the speed it will be going and the amount of weight throwing around, I don't think anybody will let it go for a record. Like, it was stopped in the UK because of safety reasons. And where would it do it? I don't think anyone will let it do it. Thoughts on the Maxtrax 5-inch locos? They're quite nice. Oh, hi, Ood. Lots. Hello from Finland. I can't believe. How long are we going? Oh, yeah, we're going for ages, haven't we? I don't know what's the plans for the Class 43s. I'd like to see them saved, but yes, they're basically pointless for a heritage run, aren't they? Do Willis Rangers come with meth burners? No, I think they're all solid. At least the ones I've seen have all been solid fuels. Please be careful, there's anyone like you. Well, that's true, there is anyone like me. But we've done this many times, so she'll be okay. Around $1,200 dollars. So yeah, that's a lot of money for a 2-day trip though, because we normally just do a trip. Yeah, so. Oh, fair enough, Mick. I hope you enjoyed the stream and chat to you later. Yeah, I don't think there is a problem with steam engines. I think theoretically they reckon the Duchess would have gone faster than 126 because the Duchesses are pretty good. But there is a limit of how fast you can physically get steam in there and out again. It's just, you get into a danger territory of that because you've got so much inertia and so much force to it. It's a stupid idea to attempt it. So I don't think they'll try it. We managed to do centre specials at the MIDI, and that's it. Very little has happened this year. Hello from Norwich. Oh, that isn't far away at all. Hello, Unlimited Rory. Need to see Jupiter out public events from COVID. Oh, yes, I hope to get Jupiter out. There's more few times it will set fire to the... Yes, yeah, but I'm still here. I haven't burned down the house or anything yet. So, you know, and also it's no meth today, so. Which went faster, Tornado or Bitten? Tornado did the ton, Bitten did 90, didn't it? So, yeah. According to Mallard, no chance whatsoever. Mallard broke itself badly doing 126. It wouldn't have gone any faster. It overheated the big end, and they drenched it in oil before they started because they knew that was going to be the weak point of it. So it can't go any faster. It broke. Like, no chance. Yeah, they are quite heavy, but that's the Duchess. They were going to do an attempt with the Duchess to beat Mallard, and then I think the government got involved and just went, "This is stupid. You can't be doing these high-speed runs anymore." So, yeah. There we go. What's your mail during March mail? I've got some. Oh, thank you very much, German Tanker. That's very kind of you. Hi from the Netherlands. Hello. 130 views and 90 likes. Everyone is like this. Well, that's pretty good. 90 likes is pretty good. What speed did these super fast engines run there? I mean, the ton, a little over 100 on some things for expresses. Not really much faster, like 90 odd miles an hour. They weren't never really designed to do more than a ton. If Coronation had derailed and crew after a run for record, it could have been stopped faster. Well, yes, exactly. No, there isn't. Steam will not go onto HS2. Not a chance. The whole point of HS2 is for modern high-speed trains. Steam is a pain in the backside for the network as it is, because they've got to path around it. So no, Steam will not on HS2. Oh, Atlas, Nicola. Yeah, Atlas is great. Great to cover. Some heritage railways do, which are more business orientated, and they pay most of us, all the ones I volunteer at, we just do it because we enjoy it. An A4 or a Duchess? Probably a Duchess. Really do like A4s, but Duchess is brilliant. New cliffhanger. Will the house burn down? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe the house will burn down. We'll find out. There we go. Hello, go. I didn't ask if anybody wanted to see the loco running again. The traction engine running again, but I assumed people would, so I just got it running again. There's no progress with the extension bit stuff at the ballaster stand, and that's as far as it went because COVID. Do I think the number of cases are real over the top? I think it's real. I know people who've got it now, and so it's getting to be a bit scary. The Romney Hive probably do because it's a job, isn't it? So, a reminder to people as well. So, for people who have joined the stream later or not at the start, remember we've got our Discord, link coming up in the video, in the chat now. We've got our Teespring store where you can buy these shirts and cups and all kinds of kind of stuff. There's also the Facebook, there's the Discord, and the Patreon. There's the Patreon, that's the other thing, where you get an extra video a week on the Sundays. We don't do a video on the main channel. There's podcasts, bloopers, and various other things come out. Oh, and previews to the videos that come out during the week. So, yes. Whistle. If you're on the Discord, Leslie, it's basically the same as what you're doing now, just chatting on this. You type into various groups and talk to people. It's a text-based chatty thing. Trains over planes, obviously. I would love to get a traction engine at some point. Do you like the little pannier tanks? They're literally... Oh yeah, I'd love pannier tanks full stop. Never driven a double fairly, I think they're great. Oh, I know that, yes, they've got some full-time stuff. Like Bressingham has got full-time staff. They don't necessarily drive the trains. They said they've got permission. I don't think they will. I just don't think they'll get permission. I think it's silly. It's interesting the time about the record. There's in Germany doing 140 steam records only for British prestige. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Germany's got a steam engine that does 125. So which... Yeah, if you want to make a small fortune out of steam, start with a large fortune. Yeah. See you later, mate, Billy. Thanks for joining us. They reckon the wheels on it did something like 160 miles an hour, I think, on Blue Peter before it literally disintegrated. Bearing in mind the words, it literally threw itself apart. Yeah, as James said, you can support us on Patreon for just £1. You can pay whatever you want, basically, but £1 a month, anything more than that's wonderful. Oh, and for those of you who didn't see, because some guys quite often do the super chatty thing, if you want to support us on this by pressing the super chat, if you donate over £10 in the UK, we'll send you a photo with a signed photo and a message on the back, a personal message. So if you want to do that and donate some money and then send us an email, we'll send you off a picture. Because reasons. Lots of steam engines that pay their people. Well, that's kind of cool. Still waiting on the little railway. I help out to reopen. Right, fair enough, Gentrick. I should see that thing career and crystal table. You control it by just doing that and controlling the regulator. And it's geared down so it doesn't really career, it just toodles off. This thing's lovely to control. It's why I like it so much, because it's a lovely controllable little engine. Oh, a little bit more, thank you. We'll go backwards for a bit. See? Beautifully controllable. Oh, go on. I know you want to. Yes, the steam engine can drive, but I'm not going to drive it on this because it will dribble oil and everything everywhere. Yes, it was the Hamburg thing that was the... Was it? No. Was it the Zeppelin? I can't remember what it was now. It was German. Yes, that was Grossly Inspiration, yes. The only other thing that stands a chance is... I don't even know if it's a very big thing as well. You've got the huge amount of weight on the coupling rods on 611. So I wouldn't want to throw it that speedy, because just imagine the forces thrown around there. Hello, Soda Flubs. Yeah, it's a lovely little thing, isn't it? I'm going to cover this, going to pretend it bleeps and stuff though. Fun the general chat, but now the rest of it. In R1, at least, we got basically, what do you call them? Channels? There's basically different subgroups of things you want to talk about. So if you want to talk about trains, you talk in the train talk area. If you want to talk about cars, in the car talk, and the rest of it's self-explanatory. It seems lovely, this thing. How many stations does the MIDI have? We just have 2. We've got Brockford and then Dovebrook, which is the other end. Yes, yeah, sure. Although the dyno monitor car's got a random peak in it. It's like 125, 6 and a bit. Carry them. One can make a traction engine model out of big pens. That's kind of cool. I would love to see Rhetoric back on the road. It will happen. It will happen eventually. Tim White, that was a April Fool's last year. The pantograph story on the back of Tornado. Benny Railplane. I have not heard of Railplane. Day 4 was raining 6 cars and Dutchess Hill and 14, not break. I think this, I've heard. This is a Willisco, Brandon, yeah. Little Willisco. What's the difference between white coal and regular coal? The white coal that the Southern Railway used was painted white. I'm from Norwich. What are your thoughts on Mid-Norfolk Railway? Ever do a video? I like the Mid-Norfolk. It's a hell of a run now. It's a great railway. It goes for ages. Generally I approach the smaller railways because they're quite a big railway. If somebody there wanted me to go up and do a video, I'd love to do a video of them because they're a proper railway. How many years ago did you meet Matt and Trev? Channel's been going 2 years, 6 months, over almost 3 years. Come for the record, I doubt you'll take it, not ever attempt it. What's more powerful steam would do? Power. Well, it's a diesel wins, but I mean diesel works because it can put its power, it can put the torque down better, whereas a steam engine you get this stroke. But the diesels put out way more power. Talk about connector on this. That's actually not an issue. Are they really? Oh, they look huge. They look massive. See you later, Evan. Hope you enjoyed it. They used to paint coal. Yes. Andy's shed. The Southern used to paint their coal white, so they knew what it was. So you'd have an allocated amount of it, and then so it'd be loaded into the bunker, and then it'd be painted white because people were pinching it. And so it was painted white so you couldn't disturb it, because if you disturbed it to go through it to nick some for the house, people would see after the engine being coaled up. So, a few electric steam engines. The electric steam engines, they were used for shunting, weren't they? They were used for keeping themselves warm rather than running. You can't generate steam off the overhead. It doesn't work. Kraken just joined the Patreon. Oh, thank you very much. Check out the videos on there. If you scroll through, you'll find the video of all the secret vehicles in the shed, because there's a number of secret vehicles that most people don't know about. There are the podcasts, which people seem to enjoy those, and various other videos to enjoy. So thank you very much. I'll see you later, Michael. Thanks for joining us. A question for what you think is going to be, really in the future, be HO or electric or something else? Oh, hydrogen. Hydrogen, probably. I don't think electric's going to catch on. Is there a story about meeting Trev? I met Trev at the same time as I met Matt. We met when we went on JM on Cars scrappage rally to Skye, and they watched JM on Cars. They watched me as well when I pit on the channel occasionally, and they decided they'd do this trip in a cheap car. They bought a Rover. Was it Rover? No, it was a Honda. It was Ronda, the Rover with a Honda engine. That's it. And we got chatting. We became friends. That's basically the story. How has your fire alarm gotten off? Because there's not really that much smoke, and the tablets burn very cleanly, so it's not really smoke. Lovely steam engine, thank you. It's lovely. He hasn't touched the Pride for a while because he needs to put the exhaust back on it. Steam is more durable in the regard that a steam engine will continue working with a number of things wrong, whereas a diesel, if there are a number of things wrong, it will probably stop working. Most things on a diesel are more critical to it, whereas a steam engine will limp through with stuff wrong. I remember the Norfolk Railway when it was one train down Limestone to Holt. Oh, yeah, Norfolk has grown up. What's up, Mr. Rowe? Oh, not much. I like being called Mr. Rose. That's quite good. Thank you very much. Do you think you ever come across a project that will defeat you guys? Oh yeah, probably. There's lots of stuff that would defeat us, but hopefully we won't pick up one of those. And for everything we've got, we're just going to keep working on it. Like, there are definitely things that will defeat us, but they're probably not things that we'll pick up. Anything we try to do is something that we will do. I think that's the basic answer to that. So look at. Welsh Colt is very good. I do like Welsh Colt. Lawrie on Cast was great. Why did JM Cast change? Basically, JM... the content that I wanted to do on JM's channel was not the same as what JM wanted to do, and he thought it was harming his channel for me to be going off doing things I want to do, like silly old cars. And also, JM wanted it to be his channel, not his and mine channel, whereas LMM is me, Matt, Morgan, and Trev's. I've never done Dorset Steam Fair. I keep wanting to do it, but I've never done it. Oh, nuclear fusion would be great when it actually happens, but I've kind of vague interest in them, but not a huge interest in actually going and exploring them because they're still there. What we do with windmills is just put them in the ground for future generations. What do we do? I mean, just leave the windmills, they're great. Was there ever a geared loco similar to a modern diesel? There were a couple of attempts, but nothing major. The Moggy? Yes, the Moggy. What sort of efficiency figures does steam get to diesel? Like 3% or something compared to like 80%? I can't remember what diesels do. Steam engines are horrifically inefficient. Like, horrifically. No buses yet. I'd like a bus. And we get good channels to watch the win-win. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, that's true. JM does very different content to what we do. That's basically what it is. We're very different ways of presenting, different ways about stuff. And the way we shoot videos and the way we make content are very different things. Like JM is now a car journalist. That's what he is. Whereas I don't know what we are. I have no idea what we are. Any ideas in the comments, guys? What we are? Because I don't know. Are you replacing the Moggy? Yes, I am. What other types of coal are you using? Charcoal, no. Amphitrite, not really. Welsh coal was used a lot. There was Scottish coal and there was Northern coal, but there's no more coal being mined in the UK anymore. What year is the transit used to farm? An 07, I think? I don't really know. I wouldn't buy a steam fire engine. No, I don't think so. If I had a bus, what would you like? Don't know. Something, I don't know. There's lots of buses I quite like. Steam is still in use. Yeah, steam in use in all the power plants. So, I'm just going to send you a photo anyway, because thank you very much. You're going to get a picture just because annoyance. Have a picture. Currently making meatloaf. Wonderful. Thank you very much for that, Alex. Very, very kind of you. There were lots of worm dries. Like, were there really? Class 17s aren't the bad sign. Class 17's great. I'd love to drive a pacer though, because everybody hates pacers, so I'd love to drive one. It's till the end of this mine, isn't it? I think. Am I right, Rob? When that mine's done, there's no more new ones being done, and they're not. You should do a road trip when cars convert on wood gas. I saw a tractor that was running on that, and I thought that was quite interesting. So, yes, that would be kind of cool. Ye are fellows in a shed of many vehicles. Yes, we have many vehicles. We have a shed of many broken vehicles. It's great. Did you go to the Brighton Engineer Room? No, I did not. Channel of Restoration and Mishaps. I like that. Restoration and Mishaps. It needs to appear more... Oh, thank you for subscribing. Matt needs to appear more... As he really wants to chat. Yeah, me and Matt have a very good relationship. The best videos are me and Matt. So, and thank you very much for subscribing. That's very, very kind of you. Can you check the water? Yeah, it's got water in it. It will normally do about 2 runs on 2 loads of solid fuel without checking. So I've got just over half a glass in the morning, so don't you worry about that. What heritage race plans alternative coal? Import it, basically. Get a double-decker bus, you could turn it into a caravan, yes. Steam metronome for the steampunk museum in your life. I have no space in my garden for any railway, sadly. Yes, exactly, Ben. How to describe an we've got a broken structure, trying to net ground to it, and also reviewing trains and road trips. Pretty much. Ah, cheers, Chippers. That's very kind of you. I will send you a picture. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I was happy to hear that some pacers are preserved. I think it's got a bit silly now because there's loads of them. But are there prototype pacers on the Keith and Dufftown? I drove past there in Scotland, and I would like to go and do some filming there. We would love to do something with Agent Wheels. I like his channel a lot. I really do. I'd love to do something with Agent Wheels. We should get in contact with him, actually. The steam engine is slowing down. Yes, it is. The solid fuel is slowly burning out. How many heritage railways have you visited on YouTube? I don't know. What episode's the last Lawrie Goes Loco? 20? Don't know. Several. Wood gas an easy conversion of a petrol engine. Bango's the theory. Oh, fair enough. I guessed, Ben. Come to. I really want to do Texas, chat. I really want to do Texas. I really do. Hopefully, it will happen at some point. West Coast import a load of Russian coal. Heritage Railway has been buying that. Oh, is that where it come from? Tornado did 100. Did it do 101? I know it did over the ton. When did I last have a girlfriend? Oh, about 5 years ago, I think. That's when we broke up. What do you mean it's non-existent? The shrine's wonderful. I approved it. A good way to get youth into STEAM? I don't know. I think that we should be doing more to get... There should be more youth activities, clubs or something to keep young people interested. Because kids really enjoy it when it's young. Something I talked about in the last stream, something I really want to do. Have to see the crane back again. When it's... Yes, I will probably have a play with it when I next go around to theirs anyway, because I like playing with the crane. But when it's done and finished and fully on the road, then we will do a proper road review of it. That did not go well. So I do like the crane a lot. I am very impressed with the crane. It is a cool piece of kit. In you go. Down there is that other bit. That's my unimpressed face. How's my loco? My loco is sitting at the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway awaiting a decision to be made on what we're doing with it, basically. If I can only have one car. I don't think I'd get rid of the 106, to be honest. I love the 106. It just means too much to me. For practicality, if I could choose one car to have, I'd probably have an MR2, because I think they're just pretty good practical cars to use. I don't know, I'll have to think if there's one thing. Probably won't burn down the house. Probably. We haven't burnt it down yet, so... There's nothing to be ashamed of having the LMM shrine. We think it's a very good thing. I really hope that we can help get younger people involved in it. Really, if it can inspire more people to get involved, then that's absolutely wonderful. I'd like to do... The problem with... There are so many rules protecting children, which is obviously a good thing to stop bad things happening to kids. But it does make it very difficult to do things. Like, we were talking with some of the community, some of you lovely people, about the concept of trying to do like school visits and things to talk about engineering and like the channel and the vehicles. And it's just challenging, you know. It'd be lovely to do, because I'd love to meet kids and talk to kids and like try and encourage kids that they can do these kind of things, and you know, you don't have to go into a career, and it's not uncool to do these kind of things. Well, you don't have to do a career in, you know, IT or something different. You can do these kind of things, and these practical skills are very important. So yeah, it's something I'd love to do. It's something I really love to do. Anyway, where are we? Would you change anything on the Ruston, or would you keep it as original as possible? I'd make it work. No, it's just staying just like it is. Where do you send the starter off? To a local electronics specialist. Now, they've had it for months. And I got offered by a fan of the channel to do it, and I went, I might send it to him. I'll send it to these guys and see what needs doing. I wish I'd sent it to him because he'd got it done by now. What gauge engine is it? What, my loco standard gauge. Live in Limburg. I don't even know what Limburg is. School of Hogwarts. I have missed a lot of the chat. An AC Cobra budget. Yes, I think they've got a reputation for being a rather brutal. We get kids basically key an engine for us under supervision. That's brilliant, James. How did you get that to happen? Live stream. Oh, T Scottish Sky. How you doing? Why is the Ruston dangerous? not dangerous, it just needs repairs. Is it called a throttle on a steam engine? No, it's called a regulator, because it regulates how fast the steam goes. The massive gap in society is age 25. Yeah, the problem is kids who are like 12 up to like 13, 14, 15, around that age, are quite often interested. They just can't get involved, so they lose the interest. So it's difficult. Oh yeah, rolling into school playing with a couple of steamroll, get kids hit. Yeah, as in we're turning up on the fire engine. I do like narrow gauge, but I like standard gauge. It's my local standard gauge. What size is the model traction engine? It's about that big. I've missed stuff. Do you like shooting brakes? I love shooting brake cars. They're 50 years. They're all 50-year-old vehicles back on the road now. Oh yeah. Matt really wants an RX-7. He loves RX-7s. I quite like them too. I'd like an FB. I really like an FB. We call them throttles in the States. Yes, but like so many things in the States, you're wrong. It's called a regulator. Well, I would love narrow gauge engine. I'd quite actually like an O&K steam engine. If not, I really want a simplex motor rail, and I really want a small Ruston 48, a narrow gauge one. I'd like to have it. It's possible for a road trip your locomotive for driving on the road track. My loco can't go on the main line. It could go to other heritage railways though. That's not a problem. Oh, that's really cool, James. That'd be a wonderful thing to do. Probably not, because they're taught everything that burns fossil fuels is bad, yeah. So, that's cool. Oh, it's good to start volunteering when you're young, which is a good thing. Hoping someone can involve if lockdown goes. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're good things to be part of. Your Unimog is back on the road. Fantastic. Unimogs are awesome. How to fix post while I'm trying to look quick. We know how to fix stuff. It's just actually doing it is very difficult. I wonder why people lost interest in rails that day. Mostly because stuff gets in the way. You know, you get into cars. You can then drive your own car around. You know, you get interested in members of, you know, in becoming a partner, relations, and all those things. Railways are difficult to get into. A lot of railways aren't good at encouraging new people, so lots of things. And also, you know, it's a pain, isn't it, these days? Like, you have got to work hard, you know. We have to work longer and harder to earn enough money to keep going, so it doesn't leave a lot of time for volunteering. You've got to be really keen to volunteer to give it your time to do it. What's the biggest task in restoring your Ruston? Wheels. I either need a new set of... The wheels probably need new tyres, which is about £11,000 worth of work. And that's the big problem. Pickering Steam Rally. I have visited Pickering Steam Rally. 14, I've loved trains all my life. I'll be volunteering at East Lancs when this blows over. Fantastic. The East Lancs is brilliant. I have 2 older traction. Do you have plans to start again? Once we've got some stuff sorted, then yes, we'll start on the other fire engine. Now I want to see the rest of the commuter service. That will be very soon. How much is old? Is it? How much is what? Sorry, Lou, I have no idea what the question is in reference to, because the thing's moved on. Is it true that you call simpering valves inception levers? I have no idea. Any plans on working to take your Ruston to other roads? Yes, lots of plans to take the Ruston elsewhere. Want this COVID to disappear? Can I get back to volunteering and visit other? So do I. I don't know, Dan. The Land Rover's never been something that I'm particularly interested in, and we also tend to have stuff in the shed that's kind of a bit more rare and obscure. I bought the Hustle Ruston 48. They're nice little models, aren't they? My one's just over there, like hidden just over there somewhere. Seems a bug that bites you and never lets go. Yes. The hobby's not... I mean, to get into it, like to go to railways and stuff and volunteer, like to have your own one is a big problem, but to go elsewhere and drive another one, it's not a big problem. My Ruston is a 48. It's time to start the 2940 commute fund. I like the idea of that. Since age 11. Oh, fantastic start at the North York Boys when you're 11, Tom. That's fantastic. 13, live on the farm, so I know how to fix something but never need to because it never really breaks. That's pretty good. I tried to find your heritage road, but because... Oh, that's very upsetting. Unfortunately, there are a lot of the old mentality there, which doesn't necessarily work so well. things are changing and things are getting better, so I'd recommend trying it again. And also, like, some people just need to be told to basically shut up and deal with it. Unfortunately, it's one of the things. Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. Try it again. Some places are better than others, that's all I can say. LMM goes camping at the Doris show would be quite anything. Model railways are very expensive. It does sound nice, doesn't it? We have 3 old tractors and a 1989 JCB 3CX. I quite like the 3CX, that's cool. I do like JCBs. Yeah, you've got a couple of cool things at the Tees Cottage, haven't you? Ah, the Manual T1A. I've got one of those. They're lovely. Is your model Ruston an HO00? My model 1 is 00. It's the same size track as HO, but the scale is slightly different. 00 scale is wrong, put it that way. I pre-ordered one of Hornby's 88s in BR colours. Ah, Brandon, you didn't buy Roundtree number 3, one of the ones we reviewed on the channel then. Steam engines raced. 2 steam engines rescued, failed to rescue 40. I did not know that. That's cool. In the US, that's reckon starting out traction engines been running for 5 years. They're different. They're very different places, being on traction engines and railways. I quite like the traction engine scene, but I'm a railway person, I've realised. Heritage railways need to target schools in order to promote it. Yeah, you're right, they do. Do you need a national recognised licensed driver steam engine? Depends what kind of steam engine. A road steam engine, no. You just need a driver's licence. A roller, you need a roller licence. And then steam railways, heritage railways, each railway has its own independent rules. What's your favourite engine on the rails that I've done? The Austerity in Belgium I loved. Check the water level. Yeah, it's still got water. There is no justification for bullying. No, it's a terrible thing. As I said, unfortunately, it's old. There's a lot of old people mentality. It's getting better. Like, even when I started, there was a lot of kind of anti young person. Like, you're not really kind of worth the time. And that has moved on and got a lot better. But it's. I did wonder that, to be honest, if it had helped make it more popular. But it's a very nice one. Hello, Jordan Webb. Put some gas in it. Put gas in what? Not feeling too good, so I'm headed off. Oh, see you later, sir. I'm sorry you're not feeling too good. Landings are cool, but they're not my kind of thing. Looking to volunteer at an narrow gauge line, but still the mentality on narrow gauge railways is different, so you might get luck with more lucky. Not lucky, just not run into swear word people. Do you know the way I use throttle cable? My brakes. Throttle cables are important on things. There we go, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon raised a good point. Oh, I like the West Lancashire Light Railway when I volunteered. James Hardy, if you might fancy mentioning to people in charge about coming and filming stuff. Kind of like to film stuff there. It's a nice railway. Yeah, as Sean said, there are lots of people. Still didn't volunteer in the sales office at the 4 subgroup. Ah, the 4 subgroup, that's cool. Going well considering that's very good, Hurst, that you're actually doing well on this time. Started in around that young because I've run junior volunteers. Yeah, the problem is, the big problem, I'm saying this, a lot of railways don't have the facilities to run a junior group because it basically becomes a full-time job for somebody. And most people, when they volunteer, they don't want to be looking after kids. They want to be doing what they signed up to volunteer, like driving trains or restoring things. So it's a very difficult thing. What happened to the footage from the second Rally at Tinkers? I have no idea. Very good. Oh, it's something about Roundtree. I can't. The message has gone now. Pour beer in it. In this. Well, I don't have any beer because I don't drink it, so I don't have any. Bit of a BR nut, so any industrial local BR liveries get bought. Fair. It does. I mean, they're nice models. Old people really gatekeeping railways. Schools, churches, science museums, budget stuff. Yeah, it's also Ben. It's also just the problem of taking kids out is now such a problem. There's so many rules and regs. I have a road roller category on my driver's license. Oh, did you do your? Do you have it as grandfather rights, or did you just do the test for it? Land Rover? What about Land Rover, Jacob? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with everything. Things get confused. I have no plans to get a Mammold roller. No, I don't think there are any thing. 40 acres in Texas. 40 acres. For in the Midlands, I recommend the Stepford Barn Railway. Working on a youth plan. Oh, there we go. I recommend the Stepford Barn Railway too. They're quite nice. I struggled with the old chap community when I started volunteering on tanks as a young tanks. It's a new word today. If you're passionate, don't let it put you off. Yes, things are changing and getting better. I would definitely say that. Also, tanks. Tanks? Probably says big steam would be more powerful, but still put that. Diesels will still generate more power these days, Broad. Had arrived on Blanche. Oh, Blanche is lovely. The Festiniog is wonderful. I like your fire engine. I'd love to have one myself, but I don't have the shed. To be honest, Unlimited Rory, when I bought it, I didn't have the shed. She sat outside for 2 years before I actually got it in the shed. A year and a half, something like that. Thank you very much, Jacob, anyway, for the donation. The lockdown's over. A big issue. If you're planning to visit the location cross-border goes Netherlands, they're changing the terrain in the station. Oh, okay. Hi, I think about getting Roundtree Restaurants released. I would. It looks lovely. The proper one is brilliant as well. But, oh, the Birmingham Science Museum before it became a think tank. Yeah, City of Birmingham was a feature loco there. It's yeah, it's still there, I believe. Did we read it? Brandon, or I think it's been taking me under Spain. We have a lovely. Oh, that's good that somebody's been nice. Oh, you did a roll test as part of your job. That does help. If it wasn't for the war, successful commercial with the Southern Railway, be electrified, be more economic steam. Well, I mean, yes, I think it would have been a lot better because electric railways are better than steam, really, aren't they? Because you just turn it on and it goes in the morning. It's better acceleration, there's less maintenance, so I think it would have worked, wouldn't it? Are there any ideas to make Jupiter fully functional? Yes, it will happen eventually. We don't need to do that much more to it. At least it runs now and drives properly. So I just need to put the pump back in it and, well, install it properly. So, yeah, is the simple answer. I drive the trains at Tinkers. Nice. Tinkers is good. I like Tinkers. Don't with that. Have you fired a wood-burning loco? They're very different to coal. No, I haven't. I haven't done a wood burner yet. I've done a wood burning traction engine for a day, but that's about it. Very new to the community, so we video on top of the fence. Oh, hello, Leonardus. Wondered what does the eccentric crank stay sort of stationary relative to the wheel? How does the eccentric? So the eccentric crank it's basically a big disc, which is off center. So as it goes, it's on the axle, so it just rotates around on it. And then you've got the follower that sits around it like that. Did that answer your question? I don't know if that answered the question. The Carl Texas Museum. Nice. Following the Tent Museum of Bovington in Dover. Oh, at Bovington. Me and Matt were talking about Bovington because it's an amazing collection. We were like, we should go there. And they went, no, there's no chance that we could get kind of to do anything exciting there. Something raw and powerful. Hunsets are cool. What do you say for revs on the steam engine? I don't really know. We don't really refer to like revs with it. It's not really something we use. Our UK electric railways don't work, right? They still work. Ligo, enjoy your videos. Keep it up. Thank you very much. By the way, it feels like we're a classroom. Laurie's a teacher. I mean, I'm happy to pass on knowledge and try and share experience, but I don't think I'm a teacher. I don't know what I am. Well, the electric is problematic because it needs power, doesn't it? So if you disconnect the power, it stops, whereas diesel carries its fuel with it. The first thing part relay, how do you have footage of pulling up the train embankment? I think we did have footage of it going up the embankment. Maybe, I don't know, my camera guys didn't go to the embankment. Oh, because my camera guys didn't go to the embankment. One was at the bottom, one was at the top, I think. And I was busy kind of doing stuff. Electric is better than steam? Electric is better than steam, let's be honest. Like, I love steam to pieces, but I can see the flaws in it. And it works a lot better. Like a picture will not be used in the shrine. Drop us an email, James, and let us know which picture you want. Plenty of water in it still, by the way. I have visited Festiniog, it's very good. I can run the double O gauge if people want to see it running. I've just been running steam because we ain't running steam for a bit. Normally full thrashes when it's in second valve. Second valve! Love it. Revs just from engine. Yeah, I don't know. How do I donate £10? Can somebody explain how Super Chat works? Because I haven't got a clue. I don't know, I'm this end, I don't know how it works. Will you ever buy off a Jag? I really would like a Jag, so maybe at some point. We're talking about Steam today. it's not even the smoke and the mess, Stephen, it's the amount of work. Like, bear in mind, so a steam engine every 10 years needs a full strip down and overhaul. The boiler needs to come out and be inspected. So that's a big thing to do because you've got to take it out and strip it down. All the parts in wear out. In order to get a big steam engine ready, now obviously back in the day, they didn't let steam engines get cold. They kept them running for about 2 weeks and then they'd drop the fire, clean the firebox, change the water in the boiler and fill it up and then go again. But you need to oil everything up, like all of it, every day it goes running at least once. In preservation, in a big engine, you need to light a fire in it like 12 hours before you want to use it. And like the engines I normally get on, we normally do about 4 hours before you want to actually get out and use it. Whereas a diesel, like compare, like, I don't know, the Y7 we got at Mid-Suffolk, get there 6 o'clock in the morning, you're ready to go first train about 10, half 10. My Ruston, I'll walk up to it for a first train at 10 o'clock. I need to be there at like 9:55 to go, yeah, it's got oil, turn the key. If it, worked. Yeah. Do you have any more steam engines? I've got, several miniatures. Little things like this. It'd be fun to Lawrie goes like on a tram, which way? We've got a tram lined up. Going to be doing trams. That's going to happen. Hopefully in the projects like that. Ming is meant to be a wood burner instead of running it on coal. Is it a wood burner? It runs fine. If you have money, send it. I'm 349. Nice. Thank you very much, guys. The most of traction is about 250 RPM on governor steam. That's quite fast. I have never had a go on S160. I really, really want to go on S160s because I think they're fantastic. Yeah, YouTube users takes a lot of the super chat, but it's still nice. I'm still spoken with you. Something I worry about is the government wants us to go full green and carbon neutral, but probably not because it came back. Don't know what happened. Had to close YouTube, restart YouTube. Don't know why. Don't blame me. Don't understand it either. It's just one of those things that randomly happens occasionally. Zzz. Oh. Hi. I dropped the phone. Nothing bad happened. Hi. Don't mind me. Just still here. What you see here, guys, is a professional YouTuber who knows exactly what he's doing and he's able to do things correctly. So, professionalism. I'm just about to watch the fall on the camera. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was entertaining. Change the angle slightly because it's slightly... Put the camera in upside down. Sorry about that. You're a fireman on S160. Which one? Well, there's only... Are you at Keith Lingworth or are you at Chernet? Because if you're at either, can you get me an invite, please? I really want to go. Like, really, really want to do a video on one. What's the other... Oh, yeah, it's just... It's more... I can't believe I did that. Great. I shouldn't be allowed nice things. Right, yeah. Dear. Sorry about that. I can't even remember where we were in the chat, so I'm just going to start again from here. Let's see. Let's see what happens with you. Not really got enough water to add some more fire, but it's still got kind of coal fuel, so we'll just let it be there. We'll just let it sit there and be over. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, they're pretty durable things. I don't want to drop it, but yeah, it's more kind of able to. Something about S160 things. Oh, S160s. Yes, if anybody's a volunteer at Rail with S160s and they would like to kind of mention to management about getting, semi-famous YouTuber along to have a go on one, really, really, really want to do an S160. It's like top of my list at the moment of engines I want to do. So yes, it's all the 5 grand the ambulance. Yeah, yeah. I just don't worry, they're all outside of rating. I have a little steam engine. It was just an engine. I don't really know what it is. Maybe something belt driven. Oh, cool. As in a little stationary engine. Yeah, Jacob. What's your question? Is that your house? The style looks. Then, oh, this stuff. The furniture behind me all came from my nan's house. Like, so when she died, there were various things that I wanted to keep. Like this lamp. I remember particularly the lamp behind me was always next door to her chair, so it's kind of linked to my nan. The mirror there, the dresser, and all of that. That's all from my nan's place. And so are some of the photo albums back there. So yeah. It just occasionally the stream just dies, and I don't really know why it does, because sometimes it's just a random amount of time. I think the phone might overheat, but then it kind of works again. So who knows? Possibly. I'm talking to some guys in the States about doing SD40-2, so hopefully. Semi-famous, you know, so I got a YouTuber. That's really funny. Is Matt and Trev had that reaction when they saw me when we first met. They were like that, so now they're part of it, which is really weird. So yes, are you Jason Statham's younger brother? I mean, I like the concept of being compared to Nathan Statham, Jason Statham rather, but no, that would be hilarious though. I don't 20% or something's America, like 25% UK, 20% America, something like that. You've got you're at the Churnet Valley. Love the Churnet Valley. So you've got the two S160s. So I really want to go on either. You've got the other one that's just turned up, didn't it, the other day? Because the guy's got them just bought another one, which makes total sense. So you've got those two, and then the TKH, is that running or is that out? But yes, if do you reckon there's any chance of us coming along and doing something with you guys? Because I'd really like to. Hello, Alistair the Radio Demon from Hotel Has Been Hotel. I know what that is. I'm cool. Who's the biggest shrine? The Hat or Sun? Probably Suns. Probably almost certainly Suns. Diesel's better. Bison is better than electric because we also have to look after production. Yeah. I would like to be able to do something at Keighley-Worth Valley. They've got a lot of engines. Is the coal tank still there? Is that still in ticket? God, I'd like to do the coal tank anyway. And the red Ivert's quite cool as well. Nan's a special, yeah. Well, my 106 was my Nan's car. That's the reason I like that so much, is because of that. So what's a script? We don't do scripts. Hello from the Isle of Wight. Isle of Wight. I watched today on the Isle of Wight Steam Railway and saw Calburn move. But the three of the S160 together was magnificent. Yeah, they look very good. Say hell yes, and he owes me $5. Okay. I've been to the Isle of Wight, yes. Here we have what? I did good stuff with the hammer on the sleeker. I did a good job, thank you very much. Bacon in stock lock stock, yes. Tell you what, one price, £10. They said, just that, so goes, yes. So I kind of like, is the TKH out then? Because I can't remember when that went out. Oh yes, you got the pair, didn't you? You bought the pair of Polish tanks from Spa Valley. They're at Spa Valley and they went to you because a mate of mine who now owns the TKP, the O version, he looked at buying them, but they'd already committed them to you guys. And yes, there's the nice big Andrew Buckley as well. So and Strathspey. Gyrocopter lessons, now cover stop both, like a mirror. Strathspey Railway is very nice as well. Have you ever heard of the Colorado Railway Museum? I've been to the Colorado Railway Museum, and I went to, I went there, I've been there, and so it wasn't running when I went, although I did go to, what's the museum in downtown Denver, where they've got the Forney Museum, where they've got the big boy. I went there as well. Is the coal tank out of ticket? Oh god, it doesn't seem that long ago. It came back, God. The Viking Blood Moose from Hill Country, Texas. Nice. With the 13th Doctor in soon, who would you like to see as the new Doctor? Me. That's who I want to see as the new Doctor. Do you have a favourite F1 team? Not really, I don't really follow it, it's too technical. We've had Ming running. Yes, I know it ran for a bit. The 106 journey driven by the little Lawrie only took out weekends to race around Silverstone. She loved that little car. We used to go out a lot in that when I was well. She had a 205, then she got the 106, and we used to go out a fair bit in it. And then when she got older, I used to take her out in it. And yeah, so it's now my kind of the way to remember Dan is the car. How many engines have I broken? Like locomotives or actual engines? Hey Lawrie, which locomotive do you prefer, 66 or 43? HSTs, 43s. Laurie's smart friend to be broken now. Probably at some point it will when it dies. Haven't been down in a while, staying in isolation. Wait, say it too, COVID. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't been to the MIDI. We've done very little. Have you... No, I haven't had a go on the TKP yet. I helped restore it. Like, I was one of the guys who stripped it all down. And I helped form the new parts of the boiler for it. I helped form the throat plate for it. And I haven't even seen the epoxy thing run yet. I volunteer at the White Thumb Pump House Museum every Sunday. That's a good thing to do. F1's been destroyed by regulations. It's just... Do you still get goosebumps for driving dog? I rewatched the video the other day, and I was like, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe they let me do this. And just was amazed at what a special opportunity it was. Lucy at North Yorkshire. Yes, I shared a video in the Discord earlier of it because it looks absolutely superb. I would really like to go reviewing it to see how different it is to 2525 we've got at the MIDI. Your friend is a model track changer similar to this. Oh, fair enough. Hello there, Time Lord Chronicles. And see you later, Lensley Morio. Thanks for joining us. Do you have a preference on what American semi you'd like to drive? Not really. I'd like to drive whatever the basis was for the original Optimus Prime, which I think is a White or a Freightliner. Can't remember. But a cab over like that. But I'd like to drive a proper, full-size American big thing. Yeah, big thing. Fawley Museum downtown there has the big boy. Yeah, that's it. It's a really good museum, actually, the Fawley. It's 9 o'clock at school tomorrow. Sorry, Tristan. Well, thanks for joining us. So I mess with epoxy crafts. Wear a ventilator. Probably wise, yeah. Probably wise to have a ventilator for doing that. I think if you drove the big boy, nothing else will ever compare. Because somebody would be like, "Oh, I drove this," and you'll be like, "Oh, did you?" I drove the big boy. Like, that would be perfect. Trev is back again. Hi, Trev. Shelby Crower. Nice. Henstone. I mean, there are full-size locos that have got probably copper boys. Yeah, of course they've still got copper boys, but it's still going to cost money. I did do Durango and Silverton. I had a lovely time at Durango and Silverton. I did a photo shoot there. Any new cars coming out that tickle your fancy? Yes, there is. In the next podcast, if for patrons, you'll find out a new car that Trev showed me that I actually genuinely want. So that will be coming out, hopefully not this week, coming following week will be the new podcast. First, either last week in January or first week in December will be the podcast for the patrons, because we do podcasts, you know. A kind of once a month-ish podcast, me, Trev and Morgan normally chatting about stuff. The loco that ran again after spending 50 years in the river. Yeah, that's amazing though, isn't it, that they've restored that? I think that's fantastic. Does anyone know where I can get Mammoth spares from? Mammoth will give you a lot. Black Forest Steam or something will send a lot of spares. Hi, how's the steam coming along? I'm just waiting for it to cool down before I do it again. Just chilling watching Grand Tour, fair enough. What's the worst steam loco you've ever driven? I'm not going to say in the internet because it will damage the reputation of that railway, but it was awful. Absolutely awful. Will we see some modern trains on Lawrie Ghost Loco? Probably nothing that's not preserved, I imagine, for the time being. I'd like to do more, but probably not. See you later, Stunt Warrior. Hope to see you at some point at Churnip. Mammoth still operating, have a website we can get spare parts from. There you go, yeah. We've not made any plans, Tom, until we know what's going on, really. When we know what we can and can't do. We know what we want to do. But there's no point publicising anything and getting it all actually fleshed out until we know if we can go outside again, basically. Try viewing Animal. Yes, Animal is something I want to do at some point. Wiki say Gen 1 Optimus is a Freightliner FL86. That's what I want. I don't want to just drive one. I want to bring one of those home and have it painted up as Prime, and that's... To whoever asked the question ages ago, what's the one vehicle I want? That is the one vehicle I want. Would you ever buy a steam loco? If I can ever afford it, yes. If I can ever afford it, I will have a Barclay and I will be happy. See you later, Jacob. Thanks for joining us. America knows how to make trains. Oh, yeah, some of the stuff in America was amazing. Didn't we see Lawrie drive a brand new loco? Oh, I did drive the thing that got made. So, yeah, the little thing. Anyone know what happened to the French locomotive they found in buried in a field during World War One? Not a clue. Name all the non-worst locos you've driven. Bruce Loon. Honestly, at this point, I have lost track of how many locos I've driven. I have no idea how many I've driven at this point, so it would take a very long time. Yeah. Did you make a video of the worst loco you've drove? No, I didn't, because it would have been a terrible video and it wouldn't have reflected the railway very well. What would be the nickname for the LMM fans? I don't know, Sean. What do you guys want to be known as? We had this discussion the other day, and somebody suggested something, and I've totally forgotten what it is. So what do you reckon? Go on in the comments now, ladies and gentlemen. What would you think is a good name for what you guys are for the LMM community? Buying steam engines are expensive. It's just overhauling them is even more expensive. The Mechanical Marvels. Gubbins Groups. LMM cult members. I'm back again on the stream. Welcome back. The Mechanicals. Is Willisco 450? I have no idea what it is. I just know it's a Willisco traction engine. I've got no idea what the model is. The Manic Marvels, LMM fans. Pronounce Lummers. Lummers is quite good. I quite look like Lummers. Or lemurs. Are you calling them lummers or lemurs? Because I quite like lemurs. We don't really do snow cones in the UK. I don't think I've ever had a proper snow cone. Ever done any vids or driven a Ford? Oh, I would love to do a Sierra Cosworth because I love the Sierra. And so the Sierra Cosworth is one of those cars I would love, but there's so much money, I don't think I'd ever afford one. The Marvels? The lemurs. Like, lemurs. I don't mind lemurs. I quite like lemurs. The Lamets. Mechanicals is good. Cogs. Lucy was sold for less than 10k. Yeah, well, you can buy them for stuff like that. There's Barclays for sale at the moment for like 5, aren't there? Of course, if I could make a video on the HST, of course I would, yeah. Matt's not about at the moment, Stephen, I don't think. The Lemons, yeah. Lemons pronounced lemmings. Lemmings is good. Or lemurs. I don't know. Lawrie, could see if you could drive the miniature locos of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach Railway. I can try. It's a bit of a different one, I can offer that. Forney is a very nice museum, yeah. They are the Pikes. No, I didn't do the Pikes Peak Cog Railway. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it, but I didn't visit it. My dad has a Sierra 2.3, things like that tank. We had, when I was growing up, we had a Sierra estate, and it was, a great thing. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Steam engines don't make dollars or cents. They don't make profit. Oh, I made a snow cone snow outside a cordial. Ah, nice idea. Lemmings. We don't really do 21-inch railways over here either. It's not really a thing. I do quite like the idea. All right, what do you guys want to see now? Do you want to fire this up again? Or do you want to see the model railway ticking around with the Ruston and the Barclay and the Pug? Or I've got a couple of things of Lego here I can build. I put those to the side. I've got a fire engine to build. And a horrendous train thing. It's horrendous, I'm not building that. I might build a fire engine though. The fire engine looks cool. A dance for us, shake that money maker. Trev, whose side are you on at this point? Have you ever been to the North Bay Railway? No, but I have talked to them. We're meant to be going and filming with the North Bay Railway, but it's not happened, so you know. The cable car in London? No. What locus have I got? That I said. I think Trev, it's not happening. Do the Lego, forget that answer. Okay, Trev, I can do Lego. Build the train. I don't really follow football, so there isn't one. Do the Lego while dancing? No. Have you had to go to the Knockhill Hills? No. We're not dancing. The engine. Which engine? The steam engine. I'm not dancing. That's not happened. Lawrie's Enablers. I quite like Lawrie's Enablers, but I quite like Lawrie's Enablers as a group. I actually quite like it's either Lawrie's Enablers. You are the Lemmers. The Lemurs? The Lemmers? The Lemmers or the Lemmings? Lemmers. The Lemmers, yeah. The Lemmers. Lawrie's Enablers. That's what they are. Build the Lego fire truck. I have not seen it. Oh, one thing we are doing though is Trev. Well, Trev, are we doing this tomorrow? Say yes or no. Trev. Oh, I bet you are. Cool. Tomorrow we are going to be doing a Twitch stream as we do gaming again. We're going to be firing up, as we did in the last lockdown in the beginning of the year, we're going to be firing up Wreckfest. So it will be open to patrons first if they want to come and join and play with us, and then to rest of you guys to view as we attempt to do racing and generally stuff happens. So the Twitch address will be posted up at some point. It's in some of the videos. It's not in the videos at the moment because we haven't really used it. But there you go. There's a challenge for the LMM admin team. Go find the Twitch account address and post it so people can see that. Lemmers, Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels, enable Rust Supplies. Yep. We're going to be playing Wreckfest. What's your opinion on Z-Gauge model railways? They're awesome. I think Z-Gauge is incredible. It's just amazingly twee. I like Z-Gauge a lot. There we go, there's the thing. So tomorrow we shall be doing Wreckfest, which is racing on Twitch. So come join us and watch us. We lose racing. Oh, I've seen the really advanced Lego Land Rover Defender. It looks like an amazing kit. No, I've not done Gwilly yet. When tomorrow? I don't know. Trev, when are we going to do it tomorrow? I haven't got that far yet. What's his name is? Who? Me? I'm new. What's his name? Me? I'm Lawrie. The minions sound like minions. Trev beat us all. Trev, yeah, but Trev knows what's going on. Trev's meant to be the host, I think, tomorrow. I don't know. Are you, Harry? Yeah, I'm Lawrie. That's Trev, who's doing the typey thing. We'll announce the start time later, yeah, when we've got the idea. Do we need all the DLC? No, I think we're playing stock. They've done a big update, so I think we'll probably just do the thing. Tracked vehicles, maybe at some point, not at the shed. Our landlord has categorically said no tracked vehicles, they will chew up the driveway. Oh, great. Yeah, drop me a message on the Discord because I lose track of everybody. I would love to do L92. Would love to do it. I heard you love Gwilly. Gwilly's lovely, but I love the photos. I've just not been there. Pretty much as Trev said, Charles is not doing Wreckfest. The hostess with the motest. That's me. I'm the hostess with the mostest. To my Great Orme. Oh, I fancy doing the Great Orme tramway because that's very strange, isn't it? What's your favourite narrow gauge locomotive? Dolgog. Oh, it's great. It's just wonderful. I've never driven anything with so much character and so much kind of ambience around it. It has such a presence. Keep the tracked vehicles in the front garden. There is not enough room in my front garden for a tracked vehicle. Wreckfest is quite entertaining. It's quite good fun. Would you do a video? The Volts Light Railway? Yes. Yes, I would actually, Tim. If I could get in there, I'd totally. If someone would invite me down there, yeah, I'd totally do a video down there. I think it's quite entertaining, to be honest. What did anybody decide we wanted to do, by the way? That's the one in Landard. No, with you now. Yes, sorry. When you said cable car, I was thinking like overhead, flying one. Yes, they're quite good. Texans play games. Your model looks very cool. Well, thank you. I like it. The Lego thingy. Fine. Lego it is. Trev made a decision. I'm going to have to tidy up so much. I've scattered bits of solid fuel everywhere. Lego. Well, it'll probably be around this time-ish tomorrow. Steam engine sits kind of still warm. Lego. We like Lego. Go on, let's go and put the bricks together. I'm not going to light it as well. I can't do both. But what does narrow gauge and gauge mean? So standard gauge is what we call standard gauge is your default train size, which is 4 for 8 and a quarter, half. Can't remember now. Which is your standard train size, i.e., kind of what the full size version of this would run on, what my Ruston runs on. Narrow gauge is anything smaller than that, and broad gauge is anything bigger than that. So 4'9", that would be broad gauge, and 4'7" is narrow gauge. There you go. That's what it is. Oh, what should I build? I could build the fire engine, or I could build... I'm going to build a Jeep, because that's what I'm going to do. There we go, 4'8.5", thank you. We're going to build the fire Jeep, because it's not just a fire engine you can build in this, you can build a fire Jeep. That's 3 models in one. The Jeep looks cool. Would you buy the new Lego Crocodile? I haven't seen the Crocodile Loco, so I totally would. Because I like crocodiles, they're cool. Lego! I like Lego so much. Right. Can anybody see the bit that I need? It's going to be... No. Did anybody remember seeing... We did a Lego stream ages ago in the last lockdown, and nobody cared. It was really sad, because we really enjoyed doing it. It was like... Oh, nobody cares. It's just not so good because I'm looking at this. I can't see the comments so much. It's in the pile. Nice. That's it. It's the red bit. I was just in your annual barbecue box. It's this one that my friend very, very kindly bought for me. And also, I've seen the real one, and hopefully we're going to do the real one. So it's a fantastic little model, and I love Andrew Buckley's. They are like my favourite locos. Clip by your Orcs clip. What? Have you thought about that? Asking Lego to do a Jeeps? No, I haven't. I can't remember if it was Morgan or Thingy. Morgan or Matt who did it. If there was going to be another locomotive built from the ground up, what engine would it want to be? Something linear. Actually, I'd like to see a tram. I'd like to see the J70. I think that'd be quite good. There seems like how long do you go live? I don't know. Do I have one of my own local? I've got a Ruston 48 that Robert very kindly sent me, my good friend Robert, but it's not my one, and so yes. We want one of the Ruston is there. A year or two, probably started watching a month or two ago. Well, thank you for probably watching. Any plans for competitive Lego building with the rest of the element team? We did it once, and the people didn't really seem to enjoy the video. There wasn't really watch. We didn't do it again, basically. So, would you do a train sim playthrough? Not really, because I don't really play the train sim. I'm not a big fan of the train sims, to be honest. So I probably wouldn't do it. Give me some Lexington and clip off that ponytail. What? I've had this ponytail for like decade? Longer than that now, 2 decades. Oh, yeah. About 15 years I've had a ponytail now. It's pretty cool. I've been on Cliff Railways, I've never driven one. Oh, that's so cute. I like the fact she knows who I am. That makes me very happy. It would also mean you watch far too much of the channel. That's cool. That's definitely... I enjoyed how you open the bags. There's only one bag in this one. Oh no, that one. Yes, I remember. Yes, I did do it. No, I haven't, Lazy Pants. I haven't. Nasty, I've been tempted with some of these industrials coming out of the recent levers. I know, Random, there's so many. I was so lucky that so many lovely people got together to buy me these things, because I'm very happy. It's pretty good. Have you seen the steam? Yes, I have seen the steam monorail in India. It's fantastic, isn't it? Like, who thought that was a good concept? There's a steam monorail loco in the UK, and I have been talking with them about when it comes back from overhaul about to go in and filming with it, because I think that would also be entertaining. I'm doing I've seen videos of it, and you're like on it. It's like that just looks absolutely horrifically scary. But I'm very excited to have a go on it. Good thing to be into. Tractors and trains. Good upbringing. A diorama oval. I haven't thought about it, mainly because I don't have the space for a diorama oval model railway. I'd like to, though. but I haven't got that far yet. Where on earth are the there's wheels? So, thank you. I'm glad you think that I'm cool. I'm not, but I'm glad you think that I am. Will you do nothing for 5 minutes? I'll just keep building this slowly. I'll try not to do anything too entertaining for 5 minutes. So that's fine. How are you now? Huh? How are you now? This overtrains. What? Just Lego? We do need more industrial enthusiasts. Aircraft are very difficult, generally because they're very expensive. If anybody has an aircraft and wants to ask us onto it, yes, but you should meet Hammond from Top Gear. I'd like to think I get on well with Hammond. My internet, everything died at this end. Everything's died. Yep, it come back. Whoop. Hello, guys. We don't know. The phone still thought it was streaming, so I just stopped and started again. I got no idea. When it came off on my view back, going big crash. No idea. Yeah, stuff happened. Oh, I was meant to put pieces under here, and I missed out that step. Is there anything quite as satisfying as putting Lego together? I like Willis Go more. Willis Go's are much better. Willis Go's make good engines, I think. Oh yeah, I was doing this. Stick that doodah on there. Stick that doodah on there. Stick that doodah in the middle, and that's a doodah. Yeah, tell me about it. Saying please try again. Press refresh. That will fix it. Favourite mainline steam loco? Green Arrow. Green Arrow is my favourite by a long way. I think Green Arrow is a wonderful piece of kit. Oh, old hit miss engines are fantastic. I love the noise. They're highly amusing. I'd quite like to have one. I think the sound they make is very, very exciting. Oh, he's very his affection is fleeting, Rob. Do that. Do that. Do this. This is quite satisfying. I haven't built something like this in ages. I got a new model of 40 that have beta tractor. Oh, nice new model. Ready for? Good for you. Good luck with whatever thing you're doing. Put that under there. This is a lot easier than the last thing I built, which I didn't build very well. This is very satisfying though. Put that into there. It's not making a particularly interesting model, but it's still quite exciting. Oh, look at the back of this. It's got one of them on, and then it's got one of them on, and then it's got one of these on. Oh yeah, it looks a very smart little model railway you've got there. If you're struggling for space, we consider making an overall end gauge layout. Yes, but then I'd have to dig the end gauge out from wherever it is. What World War II vehicle would you like to drive? Spitfire. That counts, right? Like Spitfire. I think Spitfire, just the noise of Spitfire. It's fantastic. Or a Lancaster. I think they're kind of like the level. You should try Lego Technic now. I do love Technic. I have so much Technic I need to finish building. I love it. Once I get food I made, go check out the projects channel. Fair enough. Is it sharp? I can't control the camera, so. I love Lego. Such fingers make it hard to work with. It can be quite. Have you seen the micro? Like, it's not Lego, but it's like another company make it, but it's like half the size. It's mad. Only tiny little bit of Lego Star Wars. I never got a lot of it. Always kind of fancy getting into it, but I never did. The Hurricane was a better aircraft, I think. Oh, the Matilda 2 tank. Yeah, I'd actually really like to go with the replica First World War tank. I think that'd be quite good fun. The one that help me with his name. Famous guy, rides motorbikes. Guy Martin. There we go. Guy Martin did. I think that's very cool. Somebody did make a Lego 48. I shared pictures on it on the Facebook or the Instagram a while ago. It looked really cool. I really enjoyed it because I like it when people. He also made a model of Jupiter, which looked really cool. Like really was very impressed with the Lego Jupiter. I thought that was awesome. I did. I thought that was proper awesome. What have I done wrong with it? Oh no, that's fine. I've still got this to go together because I know what I'm doing. I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong because I'm missing the bit somewhere. When did I use the bits I wasn't meant to use? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how I've mucked this up. There you go there. That went onto there. That goes there. I genuinely don't think there's enough Lego to actually put this together. This is terrible. Now what am I meant to do? I can't put the model together. This is awful. I am writing to Lego and complaining. Because I can take that off there and I can put that there. But then I've got a gap at the front. Oh. I am deeply disappointed with this. What am I going to do about this? Well, I can put that on. I can pull that off there. This is the terribleness. I can do that. I can put that onto there, but then that doesn't really work. Lego, you have let me down. You've let yourself down and you've let me down. And you've let all the viewers down because this doesn't work. It doesn't work. The Lego in this set's not right. Unless it's missing bits, but I'm missing 2 bits that I need to actually make the model work. Which is very upsetting. It's difficult, this Lego. Got some to knock off Lego in the hospital. Yeah, well, the pieces are missing out of this. It's missing 2 of the little bricks. That's why I have totally mucked this up when I'm building it. Which is entirely possible. You know, it is me. Right, we've gone back to this stage. Rewind. Rewind. So the one it goes on there. I'm very confused. These is genuinely missing bits. There is not enough Lego in the set to be able to build the model. I am hugely upset. Genuinely hugely upset. I should have built the Chuff Chuff, yeah. Check under the manual. Not there. Not there. Not there. I am disappointed. Oh, I need to put that bit on first. That goes onto the sides there. That goes onto the sides there. But there should be two little bits that I'm currently got on part of the roof. Those bits should go onto there. I demand how much this was back, because it doesn't have. This is a disgrace. I've always thought so highly of Lego, and now I get this. This absolute failure of a piece of a model. This is terrible. Look onto the back. I don't think I lost two bits over there. Nope. No missing Lego. Just not in the box. Wow. This is a disaster. Absolute disaster. How can I fix this with the pieces I've got? So if I stick that across there, and that across there, I can put that across there, and then I can put nope. I could put that across there. If I do that, I can use this piece instead of using two pieces. I can use one piece, and that would make more sense anyway. I fixed it. I found what I've done. I found it. I put the wrong piece in. Now I've fixed it. Don't worry, Lego didn't muck up, I mucked up. This is why I'm good with these things, because I understand what I'm doing. Carrying on. I am concerned, son. Very concerned. It's alright, I fixed it now. It's all back together. What? Oh, I see, I put them in the wrong place. I know what I'm doing. I'm a competent Lego assembler. This is what I do. You've sent them. The Mosquitoes were a really good aircraft. Promises. It does. I am challenged. It's fun though. I fixed it now. The piece of Lego wasn't where I thought the piece of Lego was, and that's all it was. It was a different piece of Lego. And then we put that into that piece. We put that into there, and there we have it, a highly, highly realistic looking fire engine. Good job. There we go. So that was good. What have I missed? This is why I couldn't watch the previous Lego video. I fixed it, it's fine. Texas sun puts the heat on you. Texas sun is hot. Oh yeah, but bigger vehicles have bigger bits, makes it easier. The hats by cameras won't help console me. You don't need another PlayStation. Do I have ADHD? No. The US bought us a few mosquitoes. There. Oh, I saw the Vulcan fly. The Vulcan was amazing when it flew. Going to disappear as batteries get dangerously low. See you later, Ben. Thanks for joining us. Or are you nervous? I've been doing this so long that it doesn't really bother me anymore. I don't really have anything to be nervous of, to be honest. If you ask Matt, you're very challenging. Probably. I'm very challenging. There's nothing like this. It's Top Gear of YouTube. Yep. What do you mean, Rowie, you're in the chat? That's what I do. I read the chat and then I respond to you guys. It's kind of pointless to do a live stream. And like we do videos which are better than this, that we put out where we can't read the chat because we've already shot it. So that's the whole point of doing a live stream, for a less good video, but I kind of interact with you guys. That's the point of it. Can't hear you. Some lovely 90 synth though. Oh yeah. Now I can say that that hat can make some very good synthy stuff. Got all these bits left over. What do I do with these bits? I don't know. They go into the pile of Lego for later. Favourite German crease locks. I really like the 52s, are they? Type 52s. Crease locks amuse me greatly. If you could possibly cool off the... Oh, it dry. It just about fits into its pot. Ooh! Can I drive Tom Rolt? I'd love to drive Tom Rolt. Tom Rolt's very nice. Well, if you're nervous... Well, are you nervous if you lose Lego because you put foot... No, I just couldn't find the piece. If you see the Vulcan land, it looks like an eagle grabbing its prey. Nice. And thank you very much for the donation. That's very, very kind of you, Stephen. Top Gear with more trains and more interesting vehicles. It is, isn't it? Should we fire this up again? What do you reckon? Run it one last time this evening? Might as well. Anyone want to see it run again? I can make it run again. Do you see the two Lancasters? No, I didn't see them both flying together, but I saw pictures of it. Yep, okay, that's a resounding 3 yeses out of however many... Who's watching? How many people are watching at the moment? I'm not really paying attention. Ah, very nice, Jonas. See you later. I'm probably done more broadcast hours than Top Gear and Grand Tour combined. Probably, to be fair. I mean, they've probably done more work than we have, but... oh, 87, that's not particularly good, is it? But never mind. That's low for us. We're normally at least 100. Oh, well. Cool. Let's fill this up then and give it another run. The yellow tractor, is it ready for use with a stow? No, it's missing a wheel at the moment. And the steering. Missing a wheel, steering rack. What else is it missing? Many bits. It's missing lots of bits. Certainly less scripted, yes. Top Gear became very scripted towards the end. Not paying attention to the chat for a bit, guys, because running the steam engine. Oh, we missed the tray. Really missed the... One more slug. You can tell that I'm a fireman because I know what I'm doing with water. Ow! Do that, we plug that in there. If anybody actually has just discovered this channel and this is your first ever time watching us here at LMM, this is not a good indication of what we do. We are normally a lot better than this. I hope that somebody agrees with me in this. I do need another funnel, yes. The thing did not work as well as I was anticipating there, I'll be honest. I thought it might be a bit... This is about as good as it gets. Thanks, Charles. Thanks. I feel like a... Oh, Lawrie. Oh, that was low blow, mate. Ouch. Damn. Fine. I know where I stand. Clearly not with you guys. God. How much would one of these be? I think this was 100 quid when I bought it a couple of years ago. So probably a bit, and if it's new, notably more. Chuck the fuel in the burner. Chuck the burner in the fuel. Wait, no. We know you don't use a script if that helps. Yes, well, it's not scripted, I can tell you that much. Oh, you pretend things go wrong. No, we don't. Things just naturally go wrong for us. It's just our luck. no way everything would go wrong on a trip like that. You wouldn't break down that many times. Yes, we thought that as well. And look where we are. Cool. I'm going to have to clean all this because it has made a terrible mess. Does mean engine needs much servicing. Drain the water when you're finished using it. Oil it up. It's about all they want, really. They're fairly good little things. All right, the fuel I've put into this is not going to fit in, I've just realised. And I'm still trying to light it. Let's just tweak that slightly because they are not going to fit in their current. There we go. There we go. I'm an adult, I can do adult problem solving. This is what you learn in school, is putting the shapes in the holes and getting them right. Ever driven the NC500? Yeah, we drove some of it in the Sky trip. If you saw the videos, Tom, we had a good trip on it. True, the film course paid off. Yep, my education in film has done wonders. Would you be allowed to mark Barclay at the MIDI? Barclay steam engine, probably, yeah. Depends what else they had, though. We've got 2 engines in ticket at the moment, and one under overhaul, one sitting awaiting a plan. So, we did for a while have 3 engines in ticket, which is a lot for a small railway. Genuine free range breakdowns, yeah. This cage stuff. Oh yeah, we've got tons. There's lots for you to watch on the channel, Brandon. We've got lots of stuff. What? Made what with a ponytail? God knows. Chet, I have no idea what you're on about, bud. Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention for a few seconds while I add some more steam oil into the reservoir. It's not done much though, so it shouldn't need too much. We'll pay attention to you guys again in a minute, just filling it up a little bit. It won't sound so rough when it's got a load of oil into it. Let's go on, drink some oil. Oh, as we're getting steam up, we probably should put the lid back on that and there we go. Stick that up there, out the way, and here we are. So, yes. Right, what did I miss? Anything exciting? I don't think so. Cool. It is great. I don't want to spend the oil everywhere. The oil is expensive. Water I'm not so bothered about. I'll watch 5 streams at once. Ah. What's the oldest loco you can driven? Pretty sure it's Dolgok. Hello, Ashley. How long is your hair? Don't know. That long. I need to grow it a bit longer, then I can get it cut for charity again, like I did last time. What time are we ending? Sometime after this is run. 9:30ish, I suppose. 9:30. Everyone cool with 9:30? Where was the loco that you enjoyed firing as well? Sorry, loco you enjoyed firing as well as the standard 2 that came also 78018. I really enjoyed firing that. That steamed wonderfully. And actually 5619, really enjoyed that. That was really good. How you doing, ASMR? I can do an ASMR. Got no idea what we do with it. I mean, do it as a Patreon only thing, guys? Do you want a Patreon only ASMR thing? I can do that. How long you go live? We've been live since 6, so if we're going for 3 hours, we'll probably do half hour, an hour more, something like that. We'll finish by 10. That was a copy not for Pretty boy. Well, thank you, chat. I'm glad you think I'm pretty. Master of his craft here. Thank you very much. Is there any specific thing you'd want to see on a heritage railway? I'd love to see a long, heavy train by a student loco in the snow. I've seen. We've had snow over here, and I've seen stuff running to the snow. I like seeing freight. Like seeing locos with the right train, and freight's also very good. So that's it. I love these dome engines. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? Is the monorail technically narrow gauge? There's technically no gauge, I guess, because the gauges are dipped between the rail. So, check, not really. No, it's all right, mate. We know you feel it. Spoil the going Patreon. Yes, do if you are enjoying it. Okay, so I will do I'll set up this one day, and we'll do a ASMR recording of this thing chugging along. Anything else you guys want to hear as an ASMR, we'll put it out for the Patreons. What engine would you like to drive next? A Barclay? I really want to do a Barclay. Or a big diesel, like a 37. Do you think small railways will survive the pandemic, and how can we help? Get involved. Literally throw money at them, because they're desperate for money, because they've got bills they do still need to pay, even during the lockdown. And when they go open again, go visit and possibly go volunteer. Lawrie, ASMR, that'll get deleted by YouTube real quick. Nah, not if it's the Patrons. Maybe a shampoo commercial sponsorship. That'd be quite nice, but I don't like a lot of shampoos, so... What year is the steam engine? Not a clue. I bought it second hand. Not a clue. Oh, fair enough, Rob. I'll chat to you later. Cheers, chat. Thank you for that. Can the train drive? That would be awesome. I can send the railway around when this is done. How much does your Patreon cost? It's a quid a month. You can pay as much as you want, more than a quid. Basically, a quid is the starting amount, and that's it. If you want to pay more, that's wonderful, and we're really happy, but you get access to everything for a quid a month. If you think we're worth more than a quid a month, give us more than a quid a month, and it really makes a huge difference to us, because as you know, YouTube's not a huge payer, and so it does make a big difference to us. Anything in 00 scale models that you want, Lawrie? Most of it. I like just 00 scale. Do you think the Snowden Mountain Railway will allow you to review one of their locos? I have talked to them because I have a friend who works there, and unlikely is the answer, I think. Oh, hello. I can talk to them because I'd like to do it there. Yeah, I'd like to do Snowden. I don't know is the answer. So have I driven Blue Circle? No, I've not driven it. I've seen it trundling around a couple of times, but I've not driven it yet. I have heard of the Zigzag Railway. It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's only a quid a month, so. And normally it's how you fix a lot by throwing money at it. Basically, yes. That's how we fix everything, is throw money at it. There we go. Thank you very much, Brandon. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jonas. Because the problem is, Sean, because they're a commercial enterprise, it's a very different thing to being like a heritage railway, and so I don't think it will happen. Are there any standard gauge European locos running in the UK? Yeah, we've got a couple of TKH's Polish tanks running, the TKP's running, and several narrow gauge locos. Good evening, Chambers. We fix most things with hammers. I'm so going to film this tomorrow. I'm going to fire it up again and do some ASMR with it. Because that's delightful, isn't it? Yes, I know, right? Some people still don't quite understand the advantages of kind of advertising on YouTube, but nope, not touching it. It's just happy there. Just let it be. Any locos from different countries you want to drive? Yes, quite a few. There's a lot of stuff in New Zealand I like to drive, and a lot of stuff in America I'd like to drive. Oh, thank you, Stephen. That's very, very kind of you. That's very kind of you. It's a lovely slow chuck, isn't it? I've had this thing for... Oh. I think I was like 12 when I got this, so I've had it almost 20 years. Oh, the Range Rover six-wheel drive things. Yes, they're amazing, Chambers. I don't think it would generate enough power to run it will basically run a light, and that's about it. Some of the articulated stuff in the States is pretty cool. I want to drive a big Garrett. That's really high on my list as well. I have visited the Canberra Slate Railway. I'd like to go and film there. It's very pretty. But your granddad had an old Land Rover. To be fair, probably true. Oh yeah, I saw that the Zigzag Railway had just been kind of had good news and was hoping to fix stuff. At what point do you decide to scrap a vehicle? I've scrapped three vehicles in my life. So yeah, it has to be something we don't really like, I suppose, to scrap it. We would have to find somewhere that's not the shed, because we can't have people to the shed. It's part of our contract to be in there. So I've had my service about 6 years new, and the safety valve has never blew. I mean, if you run it slowly, it will blow, because they make enough steam to maintain steam at full power. So, thank you, Jonas. AC/DC, get it on. Good tune, good band. The International's just sat there. We're not touching that until we've got some other things back together again. No, I have not. I've not driven any steam engines in America yet. Yes, it includes the MR2 that had a fight with a tree. Those trees jump out at you, they're dangerous. For in Germany, think about the historic railroad. Oh, Rick, could you drop me an email, please? The email will appear in the chat. And it primed. That'll be a very weird gurgle. There's a YouTuber getting rid of a Merlin airfield fire response engine. Is there now? I know Project Marlin, who's he's quite cool. Can you hear it? He's gurgling away. He's chucked some water through, so now you've got this water, the steam gurgling through the water. That's not the email, is it? It's Lawrie at Lawrie's Mechanical Marvels. Oh yeah, that works. Lawrie's Mechanical. Yeah, that works, son. Yeah, that'll do. Are you familiar with 5-inch gauge? Yeah, I've played with 5-inch gauge a couple of times. Oh, hi, SD. Tyre caught fire. The tyre caught fire. Oh, nice one. That's a bad plan. Oh, I saw the ranges. I did kind of tentatively put a message in finding how much they were, but I never heard back from them, because I imagine they're proper money. They're worth a bit. Going back to Rick, if drop us an email about Germany, if it was possible to come out and drive the diesel shunter, be well up for that. Do you have a train horn? Well, my loco's got a horn, so yes, I guess I do. I've just got just a simple electric horn on my Ruston. Probably even over 5 bitcoins. Nice, thank you very much. Bitcoins are worth money these days. If you were in scrapyard now, you may see a lot of steam engines. Really? They are cracking motors, yeah. Oh, what? Project Marlin's getting rid of the Marlin. I know he talked about it. I didn't realise it was actually going to happen. I'll have to check up on that. That would be very sad if he's getting rid of the Marlin. How's the restoration of Titch's sister coming? Atlas is coming together all right, actually. Oh, Titch's sister, the loco. There's another Titch at the railway, or do you mean my electric tug? Any steam engine you want to drive next? S160? That's big on the list. I'd really like to do I'd really like to do a pannier tank, actually. I'd like to, I don't know, just anything really. Barclay would be nice. I need to get some fuel tablets. Yes, I realised I don't actually have that many left. There you go. How's the hunt for the cab for the new Dodge? Not really happening, Chris. I've kind of thought about it a couple of times, but I kind of want to just weld ours up and put the same one back on it. Maybe when it's worked. It's not that easy to make things happen like that, but maybe. Was there any locomotive you were hesitant on driving on? No, not really. If anybody, I'm always just like, any offer of it, I'm like, yes, please. The Marlin is very huge. I mean, the Marlin's a massive machine. I hope somebody buys it, because it's the only one left, I think. Tablets fell off the pan and the heat made the... Oh, that's pretty bad. Does this not have to chuff out of the funnel or you strike the piston? Not really, because it's not high pressure, and there's not really a draw. It'll go chuff, chuff, chuff if you give it a bit more. But at the moment, all you've got is the sound of water that's kind of sat in there that is gurgling through, which is kind of amusing, to be honest. The one at the railway, but also the one at the railway at, I don't know what they're going to do with that. That's sitting there, and Atlas is coming together quite nicely. There's 6 big boys skipping along, right? This keeps you off the streets. Nice. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to do, joining the community. I mean, there's lots of shows it will probably get to, but Marlin is a big thing. If I could, would I like... Oh, yeah, if I had the land, if it was mine, I'd definitely have a narrow gauge railway there, but I can't. Last time I was with August. Hi, Lawrie. Last loco I drove was the Jung at Stromshaw Museum. Oh, that's not... I've seen that. That's not running in donkeys, has it? That's a big engine as well, Diary of a Herbert. That's a massive thing. And that's not running... the Shoguns, it's a thing. I don't really care. I like older things. Oh God, I would love to drive a 37 if I could. Time Lord, a Project Marlin is a 6-wheel drive, a very large airport crash tender, so an emergency airport fire engine, and somebody bought one and started trying to restore it, and apparently it's turned out to be quite a big problem. So yes, it would need bigger than average train. It'll probably get in, wouldn't it? But there we go. Hey, Lawrie, if you come to the US, you could do a live stream. Would be hard. No, that's good. Atlas is coming along. The 106 is coming along. They're being worked on. That's all I know at the moment. Oh, you donated. Thank you very much. Oh, and that's basically enough. If $9.99. Yeah, never mind. It's enough for you to get a picture. Drop us an email, and I'll send off a signed photo for that. Sean, have a go. Have a look at a railway or a place that you want to volunteer. Go along and just talk to a volunteer there. Be like, just have a look and be like, "Hi, are you a volunteer here? Yes, I'm thinking of volunteering. Can you tell me some more? You know, what would I need to do?" And just chat to people. Like, they're generally speaking, when you go to these places, if you go, "I'm interested in volunteering," people will just be like, "That's brilliant. Come this way. Like, let me show you everything," because we want more people to volunteer. Like, it would be, they're all useless without volunteers. So. Go along. Most places don't have a minimum amount you have to do. You can just do, you know, what you want and how it suits in your lifestyle. So I highly recommend it. No, I didn't see Tom's B275. Fraser, I'm very good, thank you. If I had the money in the space, I would, but I have neither of these things. This is the simple answer to that one, because it's massive. See you later, Jonas. David Crockett, isn't that something to do with Steam? Oh, 3801, that's an amazing looking thing, Chris. I think it's gorgeous. Ow. I would really like to take Jupiter back to where it used to work in Great Yarmouth. If you do, where there was a train sitting for a long time, oh, that's kind of cool. What are you doing now with COVID-19? Editing videos, playing with model railways, talking to you a lot, making live streams and making other videos. Life really hasn't changed that much. We just can't go out and do as much as we used to do. Stay away from the stalwarts. Okay. Oh yeah, because you've got the Lucy thing at Llangollen. I did talk to Llangollen about doing something with them actually. Yeah, a couple of places I volunteer are 2-hour drives. That's about as far as I normally go on a standard thing. And two of the places I've just started volunteering about a 4-hour drive. That's a stay over job, but they're quite good fun. I haven't done a Gronk yet. Done 88. Or acoustic theory. Yeah, the stream's still going. We'll probably stop at some point. Red Roof was a Manchester fire brigade. Which I can't think where in Manchester it was, but it was in Manchester. Yeah, well, people enjoy watching, so we keep doing it. Oh, Brandon, thank you for signing up. Really appreciate it. Thank you. It would not be funny if it broke there. That would be terribly, terribly embarrassing. It does sound awesome, doesn't it? It really does. Marlin sounds amazing, but yeah, what a pain. Do you think railways could work with local schools? I would be quite happy with that much money. That would sort me out. That would finance the channel for about 5 years. That would fix everything in the shed and get everything painted and allow us to keep doing stuff for a long time. So yeah, I'd be very happy with that. Do you think railways could work? They could work, Sean, with local schools and things. It's just very difficult to work with children. There's a lot of extra paperwork and restrictions on what we can do. All heritage railways are run by volunteers. Yes. Oh, some railways are run by staff, aren't they? But yes, most of them are. What's your least favourite vehicle in the shed? One of the vehicles that's not mine. The Fiat. I saw Elsie Carr's closed down. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. And really confusing to what's happened to a lot of their stuff as well. Yes, I will be definitely going to see the tube stock when they turn up. I hope to go and do some stuff with them about transporting them as well. I want to see that happen. Oh, good work, SG Media. Everyone would like that much money. Yes, it would. I think they've been struggling. I think they're still just about ticking over there. This one, I think they're just about going. Yeah. Hopefully now it would. Jupes does seem to be in fairly decent health at the moment. She fired up the other day and ran for a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I've got enough fuel there to fire it up tomorrow and do the ASMR thing with it. So I'll just let it sit now. Sweet new thread, yes. Oh yes, we've got the Teespring store, guys. If you haven't already checked it out, there's the link there. Have a look. We've got shirts and cups and jumpers, and they're actually really good. I'm really happy with the quality of the shirts, so have a gander. Do you now conifers or a Tribune? So I have no idea what you're asking, Tristan, there. I'd like to do something with either of them. Yes, I think, Nicola, that's the thing. It becomes a safeguarding issue. No, that's the thing. Nobody knows where Mardy Monster's gone. And it's very worrying where Mardy Monster's gone. It's very sad. I'm on the board for it. That'd be really good, Dan. Actually, can you drop us an email over that? We'd be interested in coming down and doing a video on that. Son, you are not cool. Which railways are struggling the most? Little ones. I know the Bure Valley Railway is in a really bad way at the moment. They have not had good luck during any of this. When you start up dupes, are you nervous? I'm not nervous when I start it up. I'm nervous when it goes out somewhere because it's just such a pain to recover. Any point in history when you go, I would go to the end of Steam and just all the stuff, and I can go into scrapyards. I'd be like, nope, nope, saving that. There is a gasworks locomotive for sale, a steam train, very pretty, for 40,000 yen. Where's that then, Theo? Sorry. The Mardy Monster, Private Joker, is a 060 Peckett, but it's a huge rate one. It's got the same class. It's a class 5. So, yeah, you know the Black 5 locomotives? It's got the same power as one of those, effectively. It's a massive, great tank engine, and it was being restored at a railway that sadly, during COVID, gone bankrupt and shut down. And it got sold. And nobody knows where they sold it. And it's very, it's a unique locomotive now, and nobody knows where it's gone. It's very worrying. Sun is great motorised. Yep, Sun gets 100% range, no problem. A raise, 100% more. West Thomas is bad for what? Yeah, lots of railways are doing badly at the moment. Yeah, well, we were very lucky at the Midi to be able to run at our thingy. At Preston Services. Yes, I've seen Preston Services. It's something Gasworks #1, and it's number 4444, and it's glorious. Yes, I know what the one you want. If I had the money, I would totally buy that. We have a relation with the people of the shed, so they're not relating to me, but I knew them before I started the shed, if that makes sense. There's lots that's not going very well. Jupiter was running when I saw it, which is a bad start. Yeah, the starter was on the way out, the alternator was on the way out, the air pump was on the way out. She wasn't very good. She was okay, but she's needed a lot of work. You can have a 1,000,000% range, not a problem. Yeah, it's 40 grand, I believe. How did you come into contact with your hobby? I don't know, just kind of fell into it, just liked it and saw it and kind of wanted that. Hello, Joey. We're still going. Get a smaller fire truck. I don't really want a smaller one. I quite like. If I was going to get a smaller one, I'd get the Land Rover ones, the 6x6 wheel ones. But I quite like the size of them. I'm sorry to hear that, SG Media. Beckton Gasworks #1. That's it, James. I would love it, but it needs so much work. It's knackered. Swanage Swanage is unlikely to shut Earthwalk because it's too big, but I know they aren't in a good way. Oh, Mardy would have been an incredible thing. I'm just sad it's gone, to be honest. The Deltic is the one I'd bring back. What? Which Deltic? Because I mean, would you just bring another Deltic? Because there's quite a few still kicking around, isn't there? They are quite brilliant ones. Yes, Trish, it's the one that used to be at Brethingham. It's gorgeous. Where do you find locomotives usually? I kind of like buying locomotives. It's kind of something that you just, if you're in the hobby, you find out about. It's not really something you that gets advertised. You just kind of hear of an engine for sale. That's how it kind of happens. Oh, that would be kind of cool to take it down to there, but it's a long way to drive Jupiter down. You need a crew of 2 on most locomotives. I gave you 1p as a donation. That wasn't a fee. Does anyone I think bonus is alright, isn't it? I think. Oh, so many projects, most of them are calves. Yes, I know that feeling very much. Well, if you're free to donate to our society, yeah, I'd love to, but I kind of need that money to fix my own problems first. What's the best way to send a video to me? Drop me an email with the email event, and we'll do a WeTransfer or something. Get more diggers. I'd love another digger. I'd love another digger. Oh yeah, the she's run out of fuel, so she's in there. What loco would you bring back from any of the extinct classes? J70, I think. I really like the J70. What cars are you looking to get next? I fancy something classic that works, or just something that works. There is a there are 3 things that might happen. I've got another car turning up in about 2 weeks. So, but that's a very new and different thing. Oh, fair, Nicola, thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you, Finley. Finley has 980 subscribers. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you for just staying with us for so long. That's quite impressive. My type. Hello, everyone, and hello to you as well. I'm from China. I love your videos. You say found out about them. Question: would you own a Ruston tractor? Yes. A Garrett anything? Yes. A Sentinel Lorry? Yes. I'd really like a Sentinel Lorry. Out of all of that, a Sentinel Lorry I'd really, really like. I've been out on them before, and they're great funs. DP2. What is the biggest and greatest steam engine? Well, the biggest, technically the big boy. In terms, there was something else, isn't there? The big boy is largest in one regard, and there's something that was a bit more powerful. And greatest, the greatest in my opinion, the V2. I think the V2 is fantastic. Me and my brother took the truck to go to the 3 with no heaters. Yeah, that sounds great, Niall. Yeah, I do know that feel. I didn't realise it wasn't at minus. I didn't realise the heaters didn't work on it. Do they work now? Paul and we down 600 just to be here. Oh, sorry, you've had to get rid of the gun. I don't know what I'd get though. I do fancy an old JCB. I know 01 unveiled their electric fire engine, Billy. Oh, I met the owner of the Flying Buffer Beam ages ago and chatted to him about it. I really want to do the Flying Buffer Beam. If anybody knows the owner of the Flying Buffer Beam, I'd love to do it when he comes back. I know of Jay Leno, but obviously I don't know him in real life. You have an old case tractor restorer at the moment. Oh, fantastic. How's that going? Down to Brooklands Museum. There's still a fair way to go to take Dupes down to Brooklands. I'd like to do it, but I'd love to. It's a long old way. I don't. Would I have another? Yeah, I'd probably buy another Humpty if it was that kind of money. But kind of that scratched a particular itch having Humpty. I don't really feel the need for another dump truck. I still want to take it to Land's End and back. And that's not a bad collection, Hunter. Helicopters need so much work, and helicopters are scary because when they go wrong, like a plane, if it goes wrong, you've got a fair chance of being able to get it down. Helicopter, when it goes wrong, it's like, oh, there's a very little margin of error. Heaters do not either cable seized and the matrix. I know that feeling as well, and I mean, like, yeah, it's fine, no problem. Yeah, that's not a problem at the moment. I'll deal with that before it comes winter, and then yes. There were 2 Nelson series on Preston. Were there? I don't think there is. When was the other one there, Sean? Because number 1's been up there for like a decade now. It needs 40 grand and it's absolutely knackered. What's a Sherp? Nest, I want to buy a hazard called Nesta money in China. Take it around with you like musical. Fair enough. It'd be very nice to buy a loco. I'd recommend it. Road machines monorail. I wouldn't know go near a chopper. Yeah, very much so. Jupiter could help with filming the futures. Yeah, I'd like to do stuff with it. I just want to get it so I'm happy with it. Yeah, they Rough Riders were green originally, but I was thinking about painting it back to be green, but I've kind of gone with I like it being yellow. I'm going to keep it yellow. Helicopters, yeah, helicopters are quite safe, but it's just the auto rotate. The chances, if it's that's only good in an engine failure, isn't it? If anything else goes wrong, like your clutch goes and the blades jam, you're still knackered. A plane will get you down more often than a helicopter will, I tend to think. The one that Challenger wasn't stronger than the big boy. It wasn't a UP thing. I think the big boy is the strongest thing that the UP built. Unimogs are awesome. Welcome back, Dark Great Western. A Russian all-terrain vehicle. Oh, that is cool. Propane torches are pretty useful, I'll give you that. Lockdown's been alright so far. We've just been doing stuff. Suffolk 75 started an engage layout. Nice thing to start during the lockdown. Good project. An AC Matador. Oh, brilliant. A converted to a crane for forestry work. Nice. Oh, they're drone. Do I have a drone? No, I don't, but Matt does. The big boy was the largest. Was it, Joey? There's something else I thought that was like... No, big boy was the largest and there was something more powerful, right? Am I right? There was something more powerful than the big boy. There was a Russian edge. Yeah, Jacob, but the Russian thing didn't work. It was a showpiece to be like, look what we can build. We can build something as big and powerful as the Americans can. But it wouldn't go around corners or go through points. That's right, Joey. I couldn't remember what it is, but it looks big, doesn't it? It looks almost like it's sagging. It's so huge. I bought a man and set fire to the table almost myself. I mean, it's possible. Some cracking forestry books are with AEC Matadors. Matadors are pretty good trucks, aren't they? I used to have Engage. Engage is great. Challenger isn't the fastest by anyway. Challengers were just big engines designed for doing faster trains. The big boys are load hauler. The Challenger is faster, but they're by no means the fastest. What do you like most about steam locomotives? I like the fact they're alive. It's a living, breathing thing. Is there anything you went to look at and thought, nope? Yeah, I went to look at a Moggy and went, no, I'm not buying that. Me and Trev will tell you about that in the next podcast. Not the one coming out. The next one we record, me and Trev will tell you guys about the story about the Moggy. If we haven't done it already, have we really done it? I can't remember. But we went to look at a Moggy and just went, no. I looked at a third fire engine and went, no. So yeah. Some man strucks the fire engines. Gen C, hooray, well, I like that. Try Z-Gauge. Z-Gauge is very cool. I've got a friend who's got it. I don't know who that is. I tried to find a loco over the internet from Birkenhead Winter Station. Not a clue, James. I've been thinking about getting to licensing Gauge 1. What do you think of it? Gauge 1's quite an interesting gauge because you can get some, you can fit it into a, you actually fit it into a space and do stuff. There's a couple of societies that I've seen when they're running it, and it looks fantastic when it's running with a proper length of train. And some of the models are beautiful as well. So it's a lot of money though, but yeah, go for it because they're great. I don't believe they've all got their own personalities. They all got their own personalities. Steam engines have living things. Like, you have to get on with it because sometimes they'll just have a day and they won't agree with you. They're wonderful things. I didn't hear about what happened to 4005. Yes, you did see a comma. Hello, Ed. How are you doing? I've not opened it yet. It's still here. I was going to open it earlier, but you weren't here. So, Damn! I did it again. Shouldn't have done that. The commas are great things. I did look at a third fire engine, yeah. I decided not to do it. Running a dapple class in place of that. That's kind of cool. This is one of my problems with N is you need it, like the really nice stuff to run smoothly, otherwise it just doesn't work going slow. Oh yeah, and there we go. As Sun said, yeah, there's a Patreon thing. If you want to listen to the podcast, it's £1 a month on our Patreon, which isn't really a lot of money, and it does help us a massive amount. I did not understand. I saw Lawrie, and I don't understand any more of the. Oh, okay. My name is Rory. Something about watching Lawrie streaming. That's all I can kind of get with that. I'm actually about to finish the stream actually, so I will open it another day. I'm going to open it. I'll open it in its own video, I think. I'm back. I'll pull over. freaking super amazing. Does Lawrie have a list of every vehicle he wants to own? It's a very, very long list. Matt has an insanely long list. I just like most things. I'm like, oh, I like that. Yeah, I know, Callum. It's about. I think between us, currently, we own 30-something vehicles between the four of us, which is kind of mad, of which most of it doesn't work. So, yes, it's kind of bad. Any interest? I'd like a police car. I saw the Rover SD1 police car, and I really liked that. So I'd like an old police car. Anything modern, basically. I have no interest in most cars built after the millennium. I would anything Camel. Anything Camel I'd like. When people say the UK is about posh and tea, okay. Something about advice, something being given. I'm scrolling up. Too many conversations at once. Scrolling up. Don't know. Drop us an email, Joe and Tanker, and we'll confirm that with you. The email is Sam will drop it in, or Charles will, or somebody will. Sit in your car. Good thing to be doing. Sit in the car watching the stream. Good thing. And I don't like fire engines that get converted. It makes me sad. The shed is getting to a point of it doesn't have enough room, but we don't have any more storage, so I don't know what we'll do about that. Has a furniture part of furniture has the front of a tenant in their watch room. A lot of fire services really miss the Dennises because they were good trucks. Oh, it was Cloncastle. Nice. The train wheels is sealed in its sarcophagus for the day. Yes, I think it will stay there. We'll open it in another video because it's got to the end now and I'm getting tired. So I can set up only. No, we're not going to. Get police car, make sure it's 60s. They run, but if one came along, I might be tempted. But you know, wait till you get to 200k. Oh, can you imagine 200k? Then we could buy all kinds of rubbish. I'm not looking for I'm not looking for a new daily, but I have a new daily turning up in about 2 weeks. So that will solve that problem. We've got a team, and it's me, Matt, Morgan, and Trev, and then I've got various other people who help, like the LMM Discord mods and the mods who are in the chat today. So I've already got stuff basically. Chernobyl shouldn't have happened. That's my main thoughts on Chernobyl. Like, it just shouldn't have happened. No snow down here at the moment. It's all melted, sadly. Scania fire trucks. Well, it's the same thing. I think the conversation is, I chatted to somebody who drove my Dodge in service and who was in the workshops up in Manchester, and the conversation went, right, we're going to get rid of the Dennises. Please don't do that. What we're going to do is we're going to buy the last batch of the Dodge 100 series Commando lorries and convert them to fire engines with mountain range. Please don't do that. That will be terrible. A couple of weeks later, we've done it. We've got the new fire engines ordered. And I was like, please don't. Oh, that's how they felt about that. So, Sean, we talked about doing converting cars into camping vehicles and doing a trip. We've just not done it, but it's something we really, really want to do. Why don't have Maver? We've got quite a few vehicles. When they had Earths, you need an umbrella in the. Oh, that's bad. If it leaked that bad when it was new. You pay for them in rusty vehicles. I'm not paying my staff in vehicles. Hello, Grinder2112. Good morning, evening, wherever you are. Finding you on Patreon. Oh, thank you very much. And you're in Wellington, New Zealand. New Zealand is awesome. I love your country. Absolutely love it. The chat's gone weird. 3 Scanias and a Volvo and I think a DAF. What's the worst thing you bought? One of the secret vehicles. Oh yeah, we've got Instagram. Thanks, son. I forgot we had the Instagram. The scrap merchant, well, I think the scrap merchant was pretty happy with the money we paid for the digger. So It's good. Scrap merchants don't want to destroy stuff; they just want to make money, don't they? Really. So, I'd go quite happy with that one. Then converting fire engine meter service into. It's a good idea. I mean, I've seen there's a couple over here that have been converted into mobile bars and things. It's just I like it being a fire engine. I've saved it to be what it is. It was a fire engine. I've saved it to be a fire engine, a preserved fire engine, rather than turn into something new. See you later, Joe 94. It's the dumbest thing you drove. That the Blazer in the States was pretty sketchy. Well, that was pretty sketchy. And then a couple other things I'm not going to talk about on the channel that I've done, but was pretty sketchy. My landlord, last time he walked up, he saw me dancing because I've got something working, and just said, "There is something seriously wrong with you," turned around and walked away. That was my last conversation. We've not run out of steam. This thing's run out of steam ages ago. Station because I've got a S6 Scania. Broken 4 times since being there. Do any of your projects have 80,000 miles? Jupiter's got less. Red Roof has got less. I think everything else is considerably more. Maybe a couple of them around that. I don't know. I can't remember what their mileage are off by heart. Again, we got 30 vehicles between us. I can't remember what the mileage is. I know what Jupiter's is. The Jupiter's is 35,000. And I think the Dodge is 60, I think. And then do the guys want to have some fun in arm trunks? Because I'm sure I can work something out for you. What? I would like to have some fun in ex-army tanks. Yes, I would love to have some fun with ex-army tanks. That would be great fun. And you can sort something out for you and Jupiter for long distance. This sounds highly entertaining. I really want to transport. I saw for sale the other day, there was a Foden 8-wheel tank transporter. And I was like, that is my perfect vehicle. That's what I want to buy more than anything else. Because I could move the Loco on it. I could move Jupiter on it. It would be perfect. I'm being on site where roofing guys are using a cherry picker. I quite like that. That's very clever. The secret vehicles will be revealed when we've actually got enough progress, or we want to reveal them. If not, do you look for them on the Patreon? I've not really seen London burning. I know of it, but I've not done it. What is one of the best things on Earth? Steam engines. Using vodka and it ran steamed on vodka. Nice. Heavy Tanker 1945. Hornby did live steam in 00. It didn't sell very well. It worked, but it was very expensive. Sean, yeah, it's good to see things still working, but that's up to you. How you do it. If it's your vehicle, you can do what you want with it. I like mine being what they were. 5 years later, 3 more vehicles might be fixed, yeah. Wednesday, you're getting $5. It just went up. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You should try taking Jupiter to Santa. We have thought about doing that. We thought that'd be good fun. Build a tower going outside. Yeah, that's not going to happen at the shed. I don't think we can build anything outside the shed. Looking at some of the modding vehicles though, what do you think will end up as classics? The 323 maybe. I like that. That's cool. Very few of them, honestly. Very few of them, because most of the modern things are just too complex to survive. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know really, Rich D. One of those 8x6 Fodens who drifts in a wet field. Man thinks that sounds awesome. Chambers 101. I want one. We'll do a calendar for next year. Probably not be a sexy one, but we can do a calendar for next year. I love a 37. 37's awesome. I would love to meet Jay Leno. I think he'd be amazing to meet. Your car is from 91 and only has 12,000 miles on it from new. Wow, Suffolk 75. That's brilliant. What is it? Oh yeah, as Sunnery says, yeah, if you haven't already and you want to support us on Patreon, it's £1 a month, then you get extra videos, podcasts and bloopers and other stuff. And yeah, maybe so. Well, from 5 Bitcoins, it's gone to considerably. Yes, it has. Favorite steam engine, an Andrew Barclay 040. I just love them. There's lots of railways that need help. So yeah. Oh, Redacted is one of my favourite things in the shed, to be honest. It's a wonderful thing. I've never thought of using Jupiter as a pickup vehicle. I mean, I could try it, I suppose. I don't know what would happen. Funniest thing you've seen or done? Probably something on the channel. Don't know. Well, fair. Yeah, good comment there, son. You probably good guide. Right. What I reckon we'll do, guys. Oh, yeah. We'll finish this. Yeah. Should we finish it? We'll finish this at in 5 minutes. We'll finish it at 10 to 10, because that's a good level, a good area to finish it at, I think. An Uber would Jupiter. It costs so much. Lived in Burbank for 2 years. Haven't met. No, I haven't met either of those people, Stephen. What is the worst sound of a steam engine locomotive? When it breaks. That's terrible noise when something breaks on it. It's terrible. When you hear something goes bad. I'm not doing Uber Jupiter. Do I have a classic muscle car? No, I'd kind of like a classic American muscle car. I think it'd be lovely, but I have not daily dupes. No, but just because no, dupes is chips for fun. Be a good video though. I wouldn't mind dailying dupes as a video. Vauxhall Nova Saloon 1.1. Slightly premier good night before. Yeah, fair enough. Bruce the Loon. Bruce the Loon, is that right? Yeah. Fair enough, Billy. That sounds kind of cool. How did you... the story I got the 106. There's not much of a story on that one. My nan was getting older and she had a Peugeot 205 and it didn't have power assisted steering. So she drove that around and one day she drove down the shops and she saw the Peugeot 106 for sale at the local garage. She went in and she bought it. And my nan never did anything spontaneous in her entire life. Everything was always thought about, think about it, go and do it. This was the single only spontaneous thing she ever did. She went, looked at it, was the car she liked the show, it had power steering, bought it. And then she had it for, about, I don't know, God knows how long she had it, a while. What would you bring to the LMM meetup should you do one this year? Dupes. Dupes would be the big thing to take. Hopefully several vehicles. We're talking about what we'd try and bring. We're thinking about probably we'd nick the van and put various things like put Humpty in the back of the van, bring the trailer with, you know, tractor on it, Atlas on it, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not Ubering with Jupiter. We'll vote for the 1969 Camaro. Yeah, the Camaro is cool. It is 3:45 p.m. for you. It's yeah, almost 10 o'clock here. You could sober people up with it. Yes, you don't want to stand in front of the water pump. It will knock you down. Maybe do steam tractor pulling or go watch it if you can. I've got friends who actually built pulling tractors and they had a jet powered one, which is mad. I'm missing out. Have you ever thought of making Jupiter 4x4? God no, the amount of effort. Viking's brilliant. I will, once it's fixed, Viking will be wonderful. I don't know. I need to, once Jupiter's is working again, I can start talking to the fire service again. And Granddad has a Vectra. Fair enough. Vectras aren't bad. Uber with Humpty. No. If Jupiter is going nowhere near hen parties, they would ruin it. No. No, she's not doing that. I thought about doing weddings with her, but not hen parties. God, no. No, it just has a really steep steering angle. It will lock, though. Brooklands is good. Brooklands is good. Let's go to it. We'll definitely do some Viking Ubering. Oh, you could pick up people in the bucket, couldn't you? Social distancing, somebody in the front bucket. If you could pick up any classic motor or machinery, it would probably be a steam engine, to be honest. But just like a steam engine. No. Kids can go on Jupiter on strict supervision, but there's a lot on it that's fragile. How do I know 60s without the server? Oh, when I first the office. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've filled up steam engines with dupes. It's done a couple of galas and things where it's done that. Ubers with Ubers with a 48 is just a train ride. I've bought my ticket for a lift. Oh, the train's here. I've got on it, and now I'm going to the other end, like my ticket says. That's just how the railway works. It is a little rusted in the box over there. The rusting's on the track, but that's the box for it. Yeah, that's my good friend Robert, who was here earlier, bought it for me for my birthday. I keep thinking about buying a tow truck or a transporter. I love the idea of it. If I had the money to, I totally would. Uber with the Turbo 2 with no windscreen. I mean, it'll be refreshing. Hello, Tico360. Tristan, have a great night. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, there we go. That will do, guys. As it's 10:02, we shall call the stream there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who's donated, and thank you to all of you who've joined our Patreon and are supporting in other ways. Really appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. To all the rest of you, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Thank you for joining us running the Willisco. Remember, we have our Teespring shop where you can buy merch like this cool shirt that I'm wearing here that says "Return Me to the Shed." We have the Instagram that has hints of videos that are coming out. We have our Patreon where you can support us, and there's a Discord where you can chat to me, some of the team that have been on tonight, and other people about the kind of stuff we do on the channel. So thanks for all watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been good fun, and we shall see you again in the not too distant future. We'll probably do another stream in a couple of weeks' time whilst the UK is still in lockdown, so it's something for people to come together and do, and so people don't feel too alone during these challenging times. So hope you enjoy it, guys, and thank you very much. And with that, guys, we shall say goodbye, I think, and I shall work on some AMSR for the Patreons. So thank you, guys. Have a nice one, and thanks for your support on that one. It's good night for me. It's good night from this thing. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.